Kenny, the Renegades looking good in all white, all the way down. And the Rustlers of Golden West, one would think they're at an Oregon football home game. The beautiful green jerseys, the yellow numbers, and the black pants with the black helmets. Looks like Oregon against a visiting Nebraska team with the all white. Kenny, good evening. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic, man. Beautiful weather, beautiful sun, beautiful day for football. Couldn't ask for more. California.
Before we bring John, the medicine man, on in the second segment to talk about this Rustlers team, let's go back a week and take a look at that big offensive performance that the Renegades put on against Santa Monica. Sure, there was talk of the strength of that opponent. I've never been one to buy into that. Those are strong, smart, athletic student athletes on both sides of the football. Things can happen, but the Renegades did seem to click on offense. The running game, magnificent. The defensive effort from the very first play from the line of scrimmage when Jalen Simpkins came in and set the tone early. It was going to be a physical day. Great day last week at Memorial Stadium for the Renegades against Santa Monica.
Yeah, and we did an excellent job running the football better in the red zone. You know, it's one of the things I was excited about. And the week before last, I had Coach Chudy on the Renegade Report, and he just talked about getting better. It definitely felt good to see the offensive line get better. Didn't really see him have to pass protect much because we didn't pass it at all. Actually called off the dogs in the first half. Second half was mainly second and third string guys getting reps, you know, which may have hurt us in the rankings, being that we dropped one. Remember you told me yesterday, dropped one spot in the rankings. But overall, I'm impressed with the defense. I like the passion in the moments where they were almost about to score, being Santa Monica.
Right.
We blocked the field goal,
Right.
scoop and score to protect the shutout. My first shutout in 50-piece of my broadcast career. Thank you, fellas.
The cannon almost ran out of gunpowder last week. That's not going to be the case today. This is a team, the Golden West Rustlers, that hung tough with one of the powerhouse teams in the nation right here in Southern California, Fullerton, who had beat a team previously by 85-0 score. So I don't want to get too deep into the Rustlers because I want to talk more with you before we bring Medicine Man on. But your first initial brushstrokes of this Golden West College football team.
Well, it's going to be polar opposites. We had 300-plus yards rushing last week. They had 250-plus yards passing last week. So we're going to see two contrasting styles of football on the offensive end. Carl Boucher passed for 243. You know, Tavon Valdez rushed for 98 yards, and they also had a receiver that caught for 98 yards. So it's going to be interesting to see how they spread the ball around. They look like the Ducks in their uniforms. Let's see if they look like the Ducks in the passing game.
We have a beautiful view here. For those of you that are just listening in on radio, this is a fantastic setting. If we turn to due west and look behind us, we see the Rustler baseball diamond, a beautiful facility behind us, big swimming pool, and that breeze that's coming off the coast at about 10 miles an hour, palm trees, oak trees, pine trees, maple trees swaying to the west of us. If we turn around and look to the east of us, we're looking at the football field, unbelievable surface. And I was going to get to that, KC. We see the business complexes of Huntington Beach, and then between all that, we see a big blue scissor lift up at about 80 feet. And that's our faithful cameraman for the Bakersfield College Renegade football team. That's Coach Chudy's cameraman. He is high up there, and that wind is howling, Kenny.
Yes, it is. And I bet that thing's swinging a bit, too, up there. Going to get easily a test.
I don't know if Christian can get him up there, way up high on that scissor lift. Christian, he is up high. And right up there, Christian, on top of that scissor lift, you can see our cameraman. I think Christian's going to get him in a second. There's a good look at him for those of you watching on Bakersfield.com. Speaking with some of the administration here, they're building this facility area. They've got a home grandstand that we're on and a really nice media area for us. But on the visitor side, it's just a track over there. And as Christian's showing you, there's our cameraman high up on the newly rented. I heard they rented that yesterday and got that up there. So that's going to be a nice perspective from Coach Chudy's eyes to see the football field. Beautiful facilities. Kenny, before I let you go to get ready, and I bring on John Metis, the news for the Renegades today, this week at least, they brought in a quarterback.
Heard about the new quarterback came in. I heard that his first 3 practice plays were touchdowns. You know, so it's going to be interesting to see how that plays into our philosophy down the line. And being that we haven't been able to pass the ball down the field, bringing in a new quarterback that may change that dimension could actually open up our offense and give us some hope for the long run.
KC, thank you for the first segment of our Bakersfield, California pregame show. He will be back prior to kickoff and with me all night long. That's Kenny Calvin. We'll take a very short break. When we come back, it's the Medicine Man, John Metis, the Bakersfield Californian. The namesake of this pregame show is his boss, and we look forward to having John on to talk about last week, this week, and some other things regarding the BC College scene. Back right after this.
Current Schools Federal Credit Union is here to be your lifelong financial partner. So while your financial life may start out with a Rocky Raccoon account, as you grow, we'll be with you every step of the way. From your first car and everyone thereafter, to investing in your family's future, to buying that special house you'll call home, Current Schools is here to help. And if you live in Kern County, then you can bank with us. See, we're local just like you, so what we accomplish together benefits our entire community. Current Schools, together we have something special.
Three-Way Chevrolet's first all-GM benefit car show, Saturday, October 6th, 8:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. on the lot at 4501 Weibel Road. All registration fees will benefit the Alliance Against Family Violence and Sexual Assault. Trophies awarded at 3 p.m. for Best Custom Paint, Best Build, and Best in Show. Music, prizes, and barbecue for sale to benefit the Centennial High School football program. Visit Three-Way Chevrolet or our Facebook page for more details and registration. Selection, savings, service, and family fun at Three-Way Chevrolet, your hometown dealership. It's Three-Way Chevrolet.
Welcome back, everybody. Vance Palm alongside John Metis from the Bakersfield, Californian. Well, John, let's go back a week ago. The floodgates opened up for the Renegades. People talk about strength of schedule, whatever. I was just telling Kenny, you've got 11 student athletes. On 11 student athletes, they're going at it. The Renegades played well, put their offense together well. A lot of guys spread the wealth on offense. Big score, big win. Your thoughts about a week ago?
I mean, that game was just, you could tell it was going to be a blowout from the first snap, really. I think BC's offensive line kind of really dominated. You saw they were able to run the ball. I think they ran the ball for, about 300 yards, maybe more than that, 360, something like that. They didn't really pass the ball too much. I think starting quarterback Josh Medina was about 2 for 5 for 16 yards. He had that one throw to Cam Roberson in the end zone that I think was the first or second play
about a 40-yard
of offense. Yeah, Cam should have had that one. It's kind of in his chest, and when he landed, he couldn't hold on to it. But so the running game was good. The offensive line was good. They still didn't throw the ball too much. Now, they didn't try to throw the ball too much either, so maybe you don't want to show too much, but that's something we haven't really seen too much of is an effective BC passing attack yet, and you might need that today if you want to keep up with Golden West.
We're here in beautiful Southern California. The East Coast native that you are certainly wanted to be as maximized with your time and as opportunistic on this road trip, and you were over at the beach. What were you doing over there?
I was just walked around, looked at the pier. There was there's a surfing competition going on. There was a flag football competition. There was a beach volleyball competition. The beach wasn't actually, the physical beach and the water wasn't as crowded as I thought it would be, but the shops and stuff and the pier and all around there was definitely pretty crowded.
Sorry for Mr. Calvin stepping in our shot.
That's fine. Kenny always wants to be the star of the show.
Even if it's his back.
Yeah.
Thanks, Casey. Slow it down. Slow it down. Well, with regards to your visit to the beach, on behalf of California, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Dude, this is what it's all about right here. This is what it's all about.
I'll be doing that before the Ventura game, Long Beach. What else we got?
We'll have to do a pregame.
Yeah.
We'll have to do a pregame. A little pregame. John Metis, this week, with all of that being said, I set the table because of this great facility, this open air facility, this school that's got the Oregon Duck look to them.
Yeah, it does.
What do you know about them? What do you expect from them? What, from your research and studying and getting ready and talking with Coach Judy, what's on the table for us today?
Well, Golden West really likes to spread the field, so they're a spread offense. They throw the ball around. They got 2 quarterbacks, one of which is a 6'4" guy that gets the ball out quick, has a strong arm. And he really, short, quick passes he's good with. He can throw the ball downfield, too. They've got another quarterback who's shorter. He's about 5'11", and they do a lot of designed runs with him. He's the second leading rusher on the team. But they don't really run the ball a lot, so expect Golden West to pass the ball. They're a good team. They only lost to Fullerton, who's won 22 straight games or whatever, 23 now probably.
That's the news surrounding this team.
They only
today.
lost to Fullerton by 3 points in the first week of the season. Second week, they lost to San Diego Mesa, but their starting quarterback got hurt in the first quarter. So then they beat West LA, who West LA is, kind of on a Santa Monica level. So, yeah, Golden West is 1-2 and not ranked, but I think they could very easily be ranked, and they might be after this week. You never know.
That's John Metis. This is John Metis. You're not going anywhere yet from the Bakersfield, California. I hope you're enjoying this. Bakersfield College football. We're about 17 and a half minutes away from kickoff at Golden West. The Rustlers of Golden West College here in Huntington Beach, California. An afternoon kickoff. Should be a great football game. John, Ricky Lung Wei. We always joke and say why, because we set it up with questions and try to have fun with certain things.
Yeah.
But this young man, I've called a lot of his games already in high school, and I've seen him do some
Is that rich for you?
serious
Yeah.
damage on that line of scrimmage. And I've seen guys that were coming in as highly touted offensive linemen and guys that thought they were going to have his number, and that did not happen. Great piece on our defense. Let's talk about that. Go ahead.
Well, I mean, he's a good combination of size and speed, and he says he still has room to improve. What he's really working on right now is his hand placement, so he can make a rip move or whatever, and a spin move, and get by those offensive linemen. But he's not. He and Holden Williams, the 2 starting tackles, defensive tackles, not going to show up in the stat sheet a lot, which is what Coach Chudy's message was. They're not always going to get the sacks, or Ricky had a forced fumble and a fumble recovery last game. That's not always going to happen. But when you look at Jalen Simpkins and Mario Solario leading the team in tackles, the 2 of them, Coach Chudy says that's because of the defensive line and the defensive tackle specifically. Ricky being one of those guys, because they take up 2 offensive linemen, each of them, and they're keeping the offensive linemen from getting to that second level, so then the linebackers can come up and make the play, make the tackle on the running back, get the sack, whatever.
There's no I in team, right?
No, that's
right.
true.
They're doing it for the better good of the whole situation. What a luxury it is. I'm out in the parking lot talking to one of our longtime boosters. He doesn't miss a game. He's been here for many, many, many years. He's in the program. He's everywhere, and we're sitting out there talking in the parking lot for 20 minutes. And one of the major core concepts we kept coming up with and talking about, or topics I should say, was our depth at running back. Your thoughts?
Oh, yeah. I mean, Elijah Ortiz, Shane Jones, you got Isaiah Martin's healthy now.
Wow.
There are plenty of guys.
Cam.
Marcus Furlow. Yeah, you can have Cam run the ball. I know I'm forgetting somebody. I mean, I think that's probably BC's deepest position. You'll have plays where they've got 2 or 3 running backs on the field. You got 2 guys in shotgun, and then, Shane Jones might be in the slot or something. Or we saw Shane do Wildcat last game.
Wildcat option
So you can have Shane and then 2 running backs where he's the quarterback. I mean, I know he can throw it if he wants to. So, that was my biggest takeaway from the Santa Monica game, to be honest, was Shane doing that Wildcat, being able to convert on 2 4th downs. And I think that's something that BC can really utilize going forward.
John, before you scoot along here and get prepared to write your story in this beach weather, what's happened in Bakersfield College, some of the other sports, anything standing out as you cover them, the beat writer for the college scene for the Bakersfield, California? Anything else kind of popping out at you like, wow, this is a good storyline this early in fall?
Well, BC cross country, they hosted their invitational yesterday, so they had tons of high school, college athletes there, so that's always a big deal. BC volleyball is off to an 8-1 start. They're playing today. I think they have 2 games today, and head coach Carl Ferreira said, this team is kind of unlike any he's ever had in his 14 years, because usually he always focuses on eliminating errors and tripling the negative, he calls it. So you want to have 3 times as many kills, blocks, aces as you do errors. And he says this team, they're already patient with their attacking, because attacking errors he thinks is the worst thing you can do. And he said they're already patient. They have the second highest hitting percentage in the state, and he doesn't have to focus on eliminating the errors. Now he can focus on building out those other skills, and that's obviously why they're off to that 8-1 start.
Last question. It's an accepted generality that we all have the highest amount of respect for Sandy Taylor, our athletic director, our leader, our fearless leader. But I'm also going to be interviewing Sandy first part of halftime, but my second half of halftime interview is going to be the Fury. Brandon Urie, our new sports information director. Set me up. Give me where would you take this interview, John Medicine? Kenny, I'm requesting Medicine. My first request for Medicine, John Medicine, man. Walk me through the interview with one Brandon Fury Urie.
Well, have you talked to him about his time at Nebraska and working there?
That's going to happen for sure. Come on, Medicine. I'm looking for real medicine.
He played junior college football.
Fullerton.
Yeah.
I've done my homework. Give me something.
You talk to Brandon more than I do.
Oh God, I'm looking for.
I talk to him about work stuff. You're the one that gets to chat around. I don't know that much about
Kenny,
it.
I'll just go get some aspirin. I mean, if this is what it's going to be like, John.
He got married fairly close to here. I know that.
Okay. Oh,
yeah.
So we can go TMZ stuff.
Yeah.
All right, you got it. John, have a great ride. Appreciate it. And thanks for your
Vance.
time. We'll see you next couple of hours. Thank you, John
thanks for
Medicine,
having
Bakersfield,
me.
California. When we come back, Kenny and I will get ready for kickoff and a couple other stories we might want to cover. Back right after this on Bakersfield.com, News Talk 1180 KERN.
It's hard to think about winter with the leaves and pumpkins laying about, but it won't be fall forever. So swing by the fall tire sale at Les Schwab through October 31st. The sale may be seasonal, but our service is here forever. Les Schwab Tires. Doing the right thing matters.
From the growers and winemakers to the tasting room staff, sales teams, and business owners, wine is an iconic image of California. At Rabobank, we know that viticulture and enology are an important part of the Golden State's business climate. They're industries in which growing businesses require a financial partner who understands the unique challenges they face every day. As one of the world's largest lenders to the wine industry, Rabobank provides local expertise, access to a global financial network, exclusive research, and educational resources. We're committed to nurturing and investing in California's wine network. We are Rabobank, driven to do more for the people and communities we serve.
W.A. Thompson Distributing proudly supports Bakersfield College Athletics. W.A. Thompson has been delivering quality beverage products to Kern County businesses for over 60 years. With great beer comes great responsibility. Please enjoy our products responsibly and always remember, 21 means 21. W.A. Thompson Distributing salutes BC football. Thanks for following the Renegades on the radio, and go Gades!
Growth starts small, from a seed or an idea or a plan for your future. And with the right tools, the right guidance, things start to happen. At Rabobank, we know about growth because we provide banking for communities grounded in agriculture, helping people like you and communities like ours thrive with the right banking solutions. It's why at Rabobank we roll up our sleeves to go to work for you. We're Rabobank. Let's talk.
Renegade fans, be sure to catch your 2018 Renegade football team as they take to the field this season. Don't miss any of the action as El Camino, Santa Monica, Orange Coast, East LA, and Moore Park will all visit Memorial Stadium to square off against your Renegades. Season tickets range from $25 to $60 and can be purchased by visiting Validtix.com or calling 1-888-825-5484. Go Gades!
It's hard to think about winter with the leaves and pumpkins laying about, but it won't be fall forever. So swing by the fall tire sale at Les Schwab through October 31st. The sale may be seasonal, but our service is here forever. Les Schwab Tires. Doing the right thing matters.
Freeway Chevrolet's first all GM benefit car show. Saturday, October 6th, 8:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. on the lot at 4501 Weibel Road. All registration fees will benefit the Alliance Against Family Violence and Sexual Assault. Trophies awarded at 3 p.m. for Best Custom Paint, Best Build, and Best in Show. Music, prizes, and barbecue for sale to benefit the Centennial High School football program. Visit Three-Way Chevrolet or our Facebook page for more details and registration. Selection, savings, service, and family fun at Three-Way Chevrolet.
From the growers and winemakers to the tasting room staff, sales teams, and business owners, wine is an iconic image of California. At Rabobank, we know that viticulture and enology are an important part of the Golden State's business climate. They're industries in which growing businesses require a financial partner who understands the unique challenges they face every day. As one of the world's largest lenders to the wine industry, Rabobank provides local expertise, access to a global financial network, exclusive research, and educational resources. We're committed to nurturing and investing in California's wine network. We are Rabobank, driven to do more for the people and communities we serve.
It's hard to think about winter with the leaves and pumpkins laying about, but it won't be fall forever. So swing by the fall tire sale at Les Schwab through October 31st. The sale may be seasonal, but our service is here forever. Les Schwab Tires. Doing the right thing matters.
Renegade fans, be sure to catch your 2018 Renegade football team as they take to the field this season. Don't miss any of the action as El Camino, Santa Monica, Orange Coast, East LA, and Moore Park will all visit Memorial Stadium to square off against your Renegades. Season tickets range from $25 to $60 and can be purchased by visiting Validtix.com or calling 1-888-825-5484. Go Gades!
W.A. Thompson Distributing proudly supports Bakersfield College athletics. W.A. Thompson has been delivering quality beverage products to Kern County businesses for over 60 years. With great beer comes great responsibility. Please enjoy our products responsibly and always remember, 21 means 21. W.A. Thompson Distributing salutes BC football. Thanks for following the Renegades on the radio, and go Gates!
It's Three-Way Chevrolet's first all-GM benefit car show. Saturday, October 6th, 8:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. on the lot at 4501 Weibel Road. All registration fees will benefit the Alliance Against Family Violence and Sexual Assault. Trophies awarded at 3 p.m. for Best Custom Paint, Best Build, and Best in Show. Music, prizes, and barbecue for sale to benefit the Centennial High School football program. Visit Three-Way Chevrolet or our Facebook page for more details and registration. Selection, savings, service, and family fun at Three-Way Chevrolet, your hometown dealer.
Welcome back, everybody. Rolling Stones greeting us at Huntington Beach for college football. What a gig. Vance Palm alongside Kenny Calvin, coaching staff right up here next to us. Diana, our director, producer. Christian, our cameraman. And Kenny, listening to my interview with John Metis, I love talking to the medicine man. He brings a different perspective, being from Philly and going to school at Syracuse. And you know, you and I just roll down, we hop in our vehicle, we do our normal stuff, stop at the gas station, come straight to the stadium. This cat's from Philly. He went to the beach all day, stroll in the sand, go down to Huntington Beach, you know, had his bird watching hat on, his binoculars. I saw that cat coming in today, and I said, what in the world? But I say all that because we take for granted this unbelievable Golden State that we live in. Before we talk football, give us a little California pride talk.
Well, it's one of the things I rub in the faces of my teammates that always brag about traveling all over the world. I tell them, well, hey, when you live in California, you got the best of every site you can go. Why do I need to leave the country? I got everything I need here.
Your thoughts on this Golden West team, Kenny?
Like we said, we looked at their passing numbers. Seems like a team that's going to try to spread it around, but very balanced last week, having a 100-yard receiver, 100-yard rusher. You know, you never know what the outcome is going to be based on the plan that's dictated by the defense as well. So, and we didn't show a lot last week on defense. We stayed in a lot of base coverage and 3-deep coverage, and really didn't change our fronts much to even adjust to Santa Monica, who really didn't offer us anything to have to adjust, just like last night's game. So, just ready to see which contrasting style is going to take over, whether it's going to be the passing offense of Golden West or whether we're going to be able to continue to move the football on the ground like we did last week.
The voice of Kenny Calvin. Last night, Kenny called into duty to go back to a place that he never lost a game. He never lost a game at Griffith Field, and we had him on the air last night for high school football, BHS, hosting Sierra. We'll talk about that game maybe a little bit later on in the evening during a break, but felt good to have you back at Griffith Field, man.
It was a dream come true last night, like I told you. You know, one of the moments that shook me to the bone, of course, was watching Golden Empire youth football players play well, transition into high school level. But hearing my name come out of that loudspeaker for the first time since high school just did something.
Got a little choked up?
Yeah, I got choked up. I had to step back a bit and just take it all in because, you know, life is short. You know, these opportunities and these moments last forever in your memory, and I'll be taking them with me after death.
That was Kenny Calvin. Looking forward to a great call. Our director-producer from Bakersfield, California, and as Diana Christian is on camera. We have a great vantage point here. We're about the 44-yard line on the north side of the 50-yard line. This is just a stupendously beautiful Saturday afternoon here in SoCal. So we're going to see Carson Olivas, the punting game, the kicking game, using this strong westerly wind to their advantage. I mean, it's coming right off the coast and shooting straight to the desert as far as direction on this wind. So special teams tonight, Kenny.
Yes. Well, it was very impressive watching DeYager make every kick he attempted last week. Carson didn't have to punt a lot, but when he was called on the duty, he flipped the field as usual. And it was great to actually see a game where we didn't need him to be our special weapon, because I would say 80% of my broadcast career as a Renegade media professional, Carson has been our most special player on the field, whether offense, defense, or special teams. So to give him a week off to relax too was a good thing.
As I came in, I stopped behind the field goal post and was watching the kicks come from the wind off the west side. They were trying to curve it in just like a soccer kick and trying to bend that ball into these field goal posts, so that may be an issue. I'll tell you what, we'll take our final break, let our sponsors get in here and say hello to you, and when we come back, we've already had the national anthem. It'll be kickoff time on Bakersfield.com and News Talk 1180 KERN, Bakersfield at Golden West.
Renegade fans, be sure to catch your 2018 Renegade football team as they take to the field this season. Don't miss any of the action as El Camino, Santa Monica, Orange Coast, East LA, and Moore Park will all visit Memorial Stadium to square off against your Renegades. Season tickets range from $25 to $60 and can be purchased by visiting Valitix.com or calling 1-888-825-5484. Go Gades!
While your financial life may start out with a Rocky Raccoon account, as you grow, we'll be with you every step of the way. From your first car and everyone thereafter, to investing in your family's future, to buying that special house you'll call home. Current Schools. Together, we have something special.
Think about winter with the leaves and pumpkins laying about, but it won't be fall forever. So swing by the fall tire sale at Les Schwab through October 31st. The sale may be seasonal, but our service is here forever. Les Schwab Tires. Doing the right thing matters.
Schools Federal Credit Union has been the local choice to meet your financial needs. And just because we're local, you can still take us wherever your travels or life may be. From online and digital banking to mobile check deposit, Current Schools is always a tap away. Current Schools. Together, we have something special.
W.A. Thompson Distributing proudly supports Bakersfield College Athletics. W.A. Thompson has been delivering quality beverage products to Kern County businesses for over 60 years. With great beer comes great responsibility. Please enjoy our products responsibly and always remember, 21 means 21. W.A. Thompson Distributing salutes BC football. Thanks for following the Renegades on the radio, and go Gades!
Welcome back, everybody. Vance Palm alongside Kenny Calvin. Some of our super fans are here. Some of the people that follow us around the country. Having fun with some friends and relatives down here in SoCal, Huntington Beach. Pretty cool situation here, Kenny, where there's two tunnels, basically two gates where the teams come in from, and it's pretty cool. They enter about maybe 100 feet apart from each other, essentially as if it were two tunnels. They come out at the same time onto the football field. The public address announcer, very professional, cordial gentleman, asked for a big round of applause for both teams, and they both run out at the same time. And we're getting rid of some football. A nice wind coming off the coast, and it's pretty much perfection at this moment. Ball hasn't gone up yet, but it's going to be a great one. Kenny Calvin, I'll get you back on the air with me. You're getting pumped up. I always know we're getting close to kickoff because you get that way. You get that way with me.
You can tell, man, I'm crazy when it comes to kickoff, man. I always still feel like I'm playing. I'll never get tired of that national anthem and walking out on the field, VP.
I don't expect you to. I think I hashtag last week, never gets old, something like that.
Yes,
on top of Memorial Stadium. It does not get old. It's a nice setting for some college football today. Two pure football fans to my left, binoculars on. They're two strangers, don't know anybody, but they've got their bird's eyes on, ready to go. You guys ready for a nice game? Good stuff. Good stuff. Here we go. Renegades will be receiving, and we're underway here on Bakersfield.com. A News Talk 1180 KERN. Golden West kicks off. The ball is up, and it's low, and it is a bullet caught right at the goal line by Cam Roberson. Roberson looks to get to the outside and does. Has at least up to the 30, gets nudged out of bounds to the 31-yard line. So that was a straight dead shot to center field. He caught it in his glove and took off.
Well, right away, Cam value is put to display. He hasn't done a great job in the offensive game plan per se, but he always contributes whenever he touches the football. As we see the great Eddie Jackson of Renegade fame creeping into the stands.
EJ was looking for you. Once he saw you, he knew he was in good shape. 1st and 10 for the Renegades. Ball is at their own 30-yard line. Quarterback is, of course, for our Renegades, Josh Medina. Medina hands the ball off. It's in between the tackles and quickly wrapped up. No gain there. Ball goes into JJ's hands. That's Jeremiah Johnson.
Read option play right away. 40 even front for Golden West.
EJ, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. This is becoming a who's who down here at Huntington Beach.
Gotta love it.
And they're not just here for the weather. Second and 10, no gain. Hard count by Medina. Everybody stands still, looks over to the sidelines.
Shotgun double tight formation for the Renegades.
8 on the play clock. Medina in the shotgun, wants to throw in the second play of the game. Steps up in, he's got those legs, he can make it work. Strong, tough run to the 40-yard line. And with the spot we see, that's a first down. So quickly, Medina uses his legs and does what he knows we can do.
Yeah, that's one of the things he does well. He doesn't force things. Great job pulling it down and getting what he can get. First and 10.
Renegades pick one up on the second play of the game. Medina back in the shotgun. Quick no-huddle offense, but that doesn't always mean they'll snap it immediately. Take a look over to the sidelines quickly. And behind him is Isaiah Martin back in action again. Nice to see him last week. Play action. Medina wants to go long, goes down the near sidelines, holds up in the wind, and it's caught. Look at this, down to the 5-yard line. Shane Jones. It started off a perfect spiral, but then the wind got it, and it started to teeter-totter in the wind. Jones hauls it in, and it's first and goal from the 2-yard line. Kenny Calvin, 2 out of 3 plays are a pass play, and the second one's a 65-yard bomb. First and goal, no-huddle offense. Medina probably will run it in himself. No, hands the ball off. A quick slashing cut by Ortiz. No gain, but the Renegades quick to the ball.
Great job by Coach Dean flipping the philosophy. We had about 16 total passing yards last week. None at all, basically. And right away, we got more production. Didn't have to pass the football much last week. Great job keeping them off balance.
Second and goal from the 3. Medina in the shotgun takes the snap. This time it's to the right side. Will he get in? No, he won't. A great play from behind the line of scrimmage. A tackle by V.J. Malo out of Seattle, Washington. So an actual, I think it's a loss. But they put the ball back on the line of scrimmage. So third and goal from the 1-yard line. Great effort.
Zone read. Taken outside. Great job by the 3 technique guy keeping containment.
If you're just getting with us, welcome to Bakersfield.com and News Talk 1180 KERN. Vance Palm, Kenny Calvin. We are already on the goal line here. Third and goal from the 1. And Medina drops back, wants to throw, could run it maybe, takes a look, tosses it, throws it deep into the end zone, and it's out of reach. Safe throw. Nobody gets it. And it ends up being 4th and goal now. 4th and goal just underway here in the first quarter.
Yeah, great decision by Medina. Like we said, he doesn't like to force things. Nobody's open. Throw it to the 10th row if there was a row.
So Nathan DeJager will come in, and this will be a chip shot, essentially. About a 24-yarder. Here's the snap. Here's the hold. It's up, and it's through, and it's low, and it's into the wind, and it is good. So
and it actually was tipped a bit, Vance. They did a great job getting penetration. Well, nonetheless, 3-0 Renegades.
And a quick 3-0, and that's what I want to talk about is the rapid pace of the Renegades to get down there in 3 plays. The first was a run play, the second was a pass play, the third was a long bomb, and it's first and goal from the 3 in about 1 minute of football time. Great to see that action early.
Yes, and you'll hear this from me about 5 times a week. I love the way Coach Dean keeps defenses off balance. If you watched last week's film, you thought we're going to come out smash mouth running the football the whole time, and right away play action pass for about a 40 to 50 yard toss. Changes the field position. We get 3 out of it. Great job. Great opening drive.
Already getting some great comments sent to us by #BetterHorn and our good friend Trevor Horn watching. Already they're loving what they see. A quick strike by the Renegades. All-white road unis against the Oregon Duck-esque Golden West College Rustlers. 3-0 early lead for the Renegades. Scored on their 5th or 6th play on a field goal by DeJager. And here's the kick. It's up into that wind, and they're probably used to this. Oh, fumble, drops it for a second, but picks it up on the 10. A nice pursuit by the Renegades, cuts back up, and a couple of big hits and a flag on the play. Our first penalty comes in on the return. What do you think?
It may be leading with the crown of the helmet unless that was holding, because there was just an impact play, and right away you see a flag come out. Illegal block in the back.
So it was an illegal block in the back by Golden West, so they will start their first drive of the afternoon in deep, deep territory, and it's 3-0, a nice kick, and Coach Alvarez, I had a chance to talk to Coach Alvarez, the punting and kicking coach here. before the game and talked to him not just about Carson, but his whole group of guys. And he said, Vance, this is the greatest group of guys I've ever been working with, and to have Carson there as kind of the mantelpiece leader.
Yes.
And it's great to see him talk to his punter and his kicker, Antonio Garcia, who kicked off a low, speedy one. Here comes the Golden West Rustlers on their first series. They're deep in their own territory.
Oh,
Ball's on the ground, fumble, and almost. It was close. It was close. It was close. And almost scooping it up was Ricky Ling. Why? No, it's Way, but we always ask why. You don't cover him. And I had a chance to talk to the offensive tackle that's going to be having him, guarding him today. I just bumped into him in the parking lot. I was parking and said hi to these guys, talked for a couple minutes, and he said, yeah, I'm going to be working on that 91 today.
There we go. Well, great job by the middle linebacker with that A-gap blitz. Caught him off guard.
Kalbacher drops back deep in his own zone, tosses it out, and it is caught, but not for much. Great defense, stick-em-glue defense by Abdul Richards, and really only a gain of about a yard.
And I wonder where Richards was last week. He didn't play much, maybe in an injury. Nonetheless, great play by Richards, bringing up 3rd and long.
Rustlers 3rd and long from their own 5, and by the time Kalbacher gets back to pass, he's standing in the end zone, obviously, and they're coming at him hard. Alex Bolden on the right side for the Renegades.
2 deep safety look for the Renegades.
Kalbacher throws it across the middle, had a man for a second. The receiver stopped, flags on the play, incomplete pass, and the intended receiver, David Atencio, actually, had he kept running the route, probably would have been there for it, but Kalbacher stopped and stalled and kind of double clutched it for a minute, so there wasn't continuity in the pass play, but another penalty here, 10:43 to go, and with an ineligible man downfield. So salt on the wound here for the Rustlers, and the Renegades are going to get their punt return team on there, and the dangerous with a capital D, Cam Roberson, is going to be standing inside the 50, and he'll get his first opportunity to navigate this win, Kenny.
Yeah, and you never want to punt to a guy like this out of your own end zone, because he'll be right back in your face within seconds. Cam Roberson, one of the most explosive punt returners in Renegade history.
Low snap, able to get it out, and it's going to get caught up in this wind. Cam might take it on the run, and he does at the 40. Nice job by the Rustlers to get down there, but they don't know Cam like we know Cam, and it's a 25-yard stop point for Cam, who flag on the play again. So we've had a succession of laundry on the field here.
Yeah, and just like we said, who catches a football like that? Most guys are going to be scared to even try to field that punt, but Cam Roberson has no fear.
Deion Sanders, some Hall of Famers, you know what I'm saying?
Great class, yes.
You know what I'm saying? That's how we feel about Cam. Penalty against the Renegades, but it doesn't erase from our eyeballs what we just saw, which is Cam Roberson saying, what wind are you talking about, VP? I've got this wind, and he picks it up and goes to the 25, but they move it back, and it's 1st and 10 from the 45-yard line inside Rustler territory. Medina
trips right, set.
Has Ortiz on his right hip. As Kenny just mentioned, a ton of receivers down here on the right side. Medina takes the snap, rolls to that right side, has some time, takes a look, fires it, and throws it behind the intended receiver, DeCarlos Fraser. Had him for a second and then just threw it behind him, incomplete.
Yeah, and you can hear the coaching staff right next to us saying you have him. It's just getting Medina to be comfortable with making the throws. 2nd and 10.
Josh Medina out of Liberty High School in Bakersfield. Well-documented story by the medicine man about his baseball career. And he's back behind center for the Renegades. A handoff to the left side, and it's the hard-running, hard-hitting, punishing Elijah Ortiz that picks up 5 the man way.
Yeah, and that's a lead to the 27 hole. Great job by Elijah Ortiz in between the tackles. Turns what looked like it was going to be a short gain in the 5.
3rd and 5. Ball's now at the Golden West 40-yard line.
3rd down.
Ortiz on Medina's right hip. He rolls to his right again, gets some good blocking, decides to let it fly, and it is in and out of the hands of Shane Jones. Jones was waiting as long as he could before he ran out of real estate, was kind of playing the stall game with Medina to see how much more he could draw him over, but by the time he got there, ran out of real estate, couldn't hang on, and Carson Olivas.
Yeah, great pressure by Jalen Harrington in that D-line of Golden West, and that may be why we're moving the pocket. We haven't had an opportunity to see them on film, but apparently Coach has, and he's keeping Medina mobile.
Okay, Olivas' first punt of the day. He stands at his own 46-yard line. Nice snap. And Olivas pushes it into, and it landed on the goal line. Literally landed right on the goal line. We'll take our first break. We'll be back in a minute here on Bakersfield.com. News Talk 1180.
Kern Schools Federal Credit Union is here to be your lifelong financial partner. So while your financial life may start out with a Rocky Raccoon account, as you grow, we'll be with you every step of the way. From your first car and everyone thereafter, to investing in your family's future, to buying that special house you'll call home, Kern Schools is here to help. And if you live in Kern County, then you can bank with us. See, we're local just like you, so what we accomplish together benefits our entire community. Kern Schools, together we have something special.
Welcome back. First play from the line of scrimmage, second series. Ball bobbled and mishandled out there by Bo Kalbacher. He's a sophomore quarterback out of Austin, Texas, 6'4", 225, and their offense a bit discombobulated so far. Haven't been able to get anything going here. That's a 5-yard loss. Second and 15. We're just underway here in the first quarter, 3-0. The Renegades have a field goal on the board.
Kalbacher was pretty efficient last week, too, so you know he's frustrated with this slow start.
Under 9 to go in the first quarter. Drops straight back, looks, fires one out, and it's a slant inside. Nice little bubble screen inside, and a couple of big hits. Goodness. Oof. The final hit that came in there was from Arshan Willis.
Yeah, that was a huge hit.
That was a big pop. Oh, sorry, that was Holden Williams. Sorry, Holden Williams with the hit. Eek. Kenny, that's a hit you remember when you come across the key again.
Yeah, Braylon Moten.
That's one you remember.
6'3", 195, sophomore.
Third and nine, ball at their own 20-yard line. Kalbacher drops straight back, flushed out of the pocket, in trouble, over to the right. I don't think he'll pick up the first. He does not, but flag on the play. Tackled at the line of scrimmage. But flag right out on the flatlands where the receiver and the DB were.
And I believe that may be an illegal block based on the fact that you cut a guy outside of the pocket.
Defensive holding, and it's going to be on Abdul Richards, and that's going to be a first down.
You know, that's one of the things that frustrate coaches. You do a great job to get the offense off the field. But that may be why he wasn't open, is because he was being held. And like I said, Richards was out last week, so we're going to see if he's still rusty or why he was out.
New life on this drive for the Rustlers. 1st and 10. Ball's at their own 30-yard line. Kalbacher in the shotgun. Wants to throw, fires, and it's caught right across the middle. An acrobatic catch, hops over a defender, and look at this, Braylon Mouton from Lafayette, Texas, the 6'3", 200-pound sophomore. He probably figured, I may pay the price for this, but he makes the grab and then doesn't pay the price, leaps over a Renegade, and gets to the 47-yard line. Goodness.
Well, it's just like we talked about. Golden West knows that Abdul Richards wasn't in last week either, so it seems like they're giving him a lot of attention.
Ball's inside Renegade territory, 47-yard line, 1st and 10 for Golden West. 7:15 left in this first quarter. Kalbacher in the shotgun, wants to throw it again, does out here to the near side, and a missed tackle by the Renegades, and just like that, David Atencio put a pretty nice move on Sean Stevens there, and Stevens had to get back up and look at the back of his jersey and see that speedy David Atencio picks up about 8 yards there. Oof.
And when Stevens goes back on film, he's going to see himself stop his feet. You know, we're taught to speed our feet before we're making that impact. dead feet means dead man.
See the Dean of Local Sports, Greg Kerr, hustling by in front of us. He made the road trip down to Huntington Beach. Why not? 2nd and 2 for the Rustlers. They're right below us. Whistles blow, flags fly. They're directly below us. We're on the 40-yard line on the north side of the football field.
Yeah, I believe they may have not been set yet. Oh, and we got an encroachment. Okay. Well, you hardly ever see that offensive guy lining up offside. Takes it from 2nd and short to 3rd or 2nd and about 6.
Yeah, we'll take it. 2nd and 7. For those of you listening in on radio, we're about 25, 30 feet behind the 40 feet behind the BC Renegade sidelines, about 15, 20 feet up. Perfect view. The ball's right below us.
Trips open set, Vance.
Kalbacher in the shotgun at the 50-yard line. Rolls to his right, looks to his right, throws to his right, and misfires, miscue more than anything. It didn't look like the route and the pass were even in the same region there, so that's an incomplete pass. That'll bring up 3rd and 7.
Yeah, it kind of seems like our defensive line is already in Kalbacher's head a bit, you know, and the high snap. It's been a few funny snaps.
Well, Holden Williams has 2 really big hits already. You've got Ricky Lingwai and his dominant force. Great article by John Mettis on Ricky and what he does and all the games I called of his high school career and him just running over guys. Good to see him out there. 6-minute mark here on a 3rd and 7. Kalbacher fires out to the far side. They're looking for a move, and they get it and more. Another first down by David Atencio.
Great flare route. You know, basically a quick screen to the wideout, and he gets up Gimpy.
So
Shashi pin.
First down for Golden West. They're moving the ball with those little screen passes out to the flatlands, and then the talented David Atencio, a freshman out of Fountain Valley, the volleyball powerhouse, Edison High School.
And Golden West is standing in spread formation, pistol set.
Kalbacher drops back, has a strong arm, fires Wilson out to the big fella. Oh, man, and he takes a shot at the very end there, but Robzel Sylvester, a 6'3", 250-pound tight end from Fort Lauderdale, and he took a hit at the end of that play, though, and he got knocked out of bounds by Richards, and I think he might have had a stinger from that deal.
Yeah, and that was a great design as the tight end ran somewhat of an out and up, or similar to a wheel route, but kind of sneaking him out into the back like they did last night with the one driller pass play that they had.
1st and 10 from the Renegade 15-yard line. Kalbacher hands the ball off between the tackles, and Juwan Roper out of North Carolina with the carry. 5'8", 165, low to the ground, but
he almost lost that too, Vince.
Second down.
The diminutive Juwan Roper, sophomore, Pinecrest High School. They have him listed at 5'8". Kenny, if that's 5'8", I'm 6'11". 2nd and 8. 2nd and 8. Kalbacher wants to throw. Oh, he's in trouble. He was forced out, but what a perfect read. Touchdown, Golden West. He took a big shot, knew it was coming, but a touchdown to Braylon Mouton, and Abdul Richards in for a long afternoon.
Yeah, and it's kind of interesting. We got 2 corners who didn't start last week. I felt like our DBs played such an excellent football game last week. You're wondering if it was injuries or discipline. We'll find out one day. Nonetheless.
Touchdown, Golden West. And from our vantage point here, watching that throw, Kalbacher was basically between us and the end zone, so we were able to see it from his back shoulder, and that spin was a perfect toss right out to that pylon area. So touchdown, Golden West, and here comes the PAT.
Oh, ball.
Ball, bad snap, and I think they're just going to fall on it. Look out, and they
score.
do. And that was ugly from start to finish. Kenny Fisher, the kicker, had to fall on it. Well, it stays 6-3. That's an interesting storyline. Back in a few minutes here on Bakersfield.com and News Talk 1180.
For years, Current Schools Federal Credit Union has been the local choice to meet your financial needs. And just because we're local, you can still take us wherever your travels or life may be. That's right. From online and digital banking to mobile check deposit, Current Schools is always a tap away. And did you know banking at Current Schools gives you access to over 30,000 ATMs nationwide? More than any big national bank can offer. Download the Co-op ATM Locator app to find an ATM near you. See, we're local, but we're local everywhere. Current Schools. Together, we have something special. For years, Current Schools.
Welcome back, everybody. 6-3 Golden West up over BC here in the first quarter. Beautiful Huntington Beach area, SoCal. Last day of summer, 2018. A low one, could be, should be returnable. Takes a perfect bounce into the hands of Elijah Ortiz. Elijah looking for some room. Now he tries to get outside. Good job by the Golden West kick team. They kept the dangerous, speedy Elijah Ortiz Stockdale Mustang.
Yeah, and on that one, it seemed like Ortiz was kind of jogging, trying to set up his block.
Yeah,
Sometimes you just got to get it and hit it, because when a kickoff hits the ground and bounces twice, they've already covered more ground than you're used to.
That's the sage wisdom from Kenny Calvin.
Two deep safety look for Golden West College with the 40 front. Renegades in spread formation out of shotgun.
Medina has nobody back there with them. Fires out to the left side, but quickly caught and scooped up. Cam Roberson maybe gets a yard or two. Tackled out there by Cyrus Collins.
I love the mentality of Coach Dean, though. Let's try to do the best we can to get Roberson involved in the offense early. Spread formation, shotgun set.
2nd and 7. They do not have the down or yardage or where the ball placement is in the scoreboard, so we're going old school on optics only. 2nd and 7. Medina hands the ball off to Ortiz. Strong burst through the hole, gets up to the 30-yard line, a gain of about 4. That'll bring up 3rd and about 4.
Offensive line did such a fantastic job moving the pile last week. Seems like Golden West has a guy 6'6", 320 playing the 2 technique. It's going to be a big mission for those offensive linemen to get some movement out of that guy.
2:48 and counting in the first quarter. The score is 6-3. Golden West up over your Renegades. This is a 3rd and 3. A lot of noise right now on that defensive side of the ball. It's a big 3rd down here. Wildcat to Shane Jones. Jones looking for some room. He's going to run out of room, and he gets knocked down at the 26-yard line. Tried to stretch that out. Direct snap, and Golden West all over it. 4th down, and Renegades will punt.
Yeah, great job by Golden West pursuing and keeping containment. Jones looking for a way to take that old school Iron Horse full house sweep. Just ran out of room.
So Carson Olivas, one of the top punters in the entire country, was ranked number 2 going into the season in the entire nation, stands at the 13-yard line. Let's see if Carson will put that big leg to work.
Great punt.
High enough, the wind blows, and it's fair caught at the 35-yard line. We'll stay here. I'm Vance Palm. Kenny Calvin with me. Diana's our director-producer. Christian on camera. We're down at Golden West College in Huntington Beach, California. It's just one of those days, dude, where people watch this from around the world, around the country. Maybe they've got relatives playing tonight, and they're watching this on Bakersfield.com, and they just think, man, no wonder it's the Golden State.
I don't know if I'll ever move out of Cali again.
Halftime interviews, athletic director Sandy Taylor in the first segment.
Trips open set. I wouldn't be surprised to see these guys try to take a shot out of pistol formation.
1st and 10 from their own
35-yard
line. Kalbacher wants to throw, and it is overthrown out to the far side. And that offensive line for Golden West right now, they're big, they're stocky, but they're going to have their hands full all night long with this front 4 from the Renegades.
That was a great job by the secondary being prepared for that sudden change off the punt. Tight man coverage brings up 2nd and 10.
Second segment of our Red Carpet Halftime Show will be the Sports Information Director, Brandon Urie.
Trips open set one more time.
2nd and 10. This time they want to run it right between the hash marks, and they give the ball to Juwan Roper. He gets maybe a yard or two, and that'll bring up 3rd and long.
We've done a great job on defense in the early downs, but we're giving up these 3rd down conversions. 3rd and about 6.5 for the Renegades.
LJ Early in the safety position. Hasn't been called on yet, although there was a beautiful toss right across the middle of the football field and the drive right before that helped set up that Golden West touchdown. Here we go. Here's a big one. 3rd and 7 here.
Shotgun double set.
And it looks like Solario may go. He does not. He steps back. In big trouble, big sack, and they get him. And who else could it be? Ricky Langway does it. Ricky Lin with a big sack, and that pushes him all the way back, and it'll be a punt. So there's a signature moment in the first quarter for Ricky.
Well, and it's a continued great effort by that defensive line. We're doing a great job rotating guys in and out. Ricky looked like he had a fresh set of legs on that one.
Here's my prediction. He's probably going to get at least 4 tonight. That's 1 of 4 maybe. What are you pointing at?
Look like that may be Jeremiah Johnson out today. Haven't seen that too on the field. He's leading the team in interceptions.
Another big leg, huge leg. Roberson all the way to the 30, grabs it, wants to do something with it, takes a look, cuts back upfield, but another great job by the punt team coverage, and seen this a couple of times. Saw it last night. BHS Driller didn't wave for the fair catch, and it was a smart play, caught it and took off with it. It was great.
Oh, man, I didn't sleep well last night after that performance, but ready for league. I think Coach Golan and the Drillers are going to get it back together.
Renegade offense comes out onto the football field here with 8 seconds remaining in this first quarter.
Yeah, get Coop wider.
And that is Chance Cooper, who we're talking about. Medina wants to throw, steps up, gets hit, ball flies out. Could end up being a reception, and it is. Elijah Ortiz gets it. And that's the end of the first quarter after a big 28-yard gain for the Renegades. We'll take a short break. It is 6-3 Golden West up over BC. Back in a moment on Bakersfield.com and News Talk 1180 KERN.
It's hard to think about winter with the leaves and pumpkins laying about, but it won't be fall forever. So swing by the fall tire sale at Les Schwab through October 31st. The sale may be seasonal, but our service is here forever. Les Schwab Tires. Doing the right thing matters.
From the growers and winemakers to the tasting room staff, sales teams, and business owners, wine is an iconic image of California. At Rabobank, we know that viticulture and enology are an important part of the Golden State's business climate. They're industries in which growing businesses require a financial partner who understands the unique challenges they face every day. As one of the world's largest lenders to the wine industry, Rabobank provides local expertise, access to a global financial network, exclusive research, and educational resources. We're committed to nurturing and investing in California's wine network. We are Rabobank, driven to do more for the people and communities we serve.
Welcome back. Renegades trailing 6-3 as we begin the second quarter. Starting off in a shotgun double set against a 40-even front.
Medina drops back, throws, and a careless pass. Just wasn't the best one. Tried to get a quick hitter to Cam Roberson, and that was set up well. That looked good, and had Cam had the breadbasket in his hands, he would have at least picked up 10 or 12. That was a nice call, nice real estate out there, but pass a little behind him, just couldn't connect.
Yeah, shotgun double set and the motion of trips, throw that quick screen.
2nd and 10, Medina holds everybody off. Looked like Golden West was going to rush 11 for a second. And now out here on the near side is Marcus Cornford right down here by us, a wide receiver to the left side. And Cornford's out to block, and he does, and Cam Roberson, and picks up about 7 or 8 yards. And Roberson and Cornford are having to dance around each other for a second. That was tricky.
Well, I know Roberson's a receiver, but if he looks inside, he may be able to break that back in, get upfield. 3rd and about 4 for the Renegades.
We're just underway here in the second quarter. I'm Vance Palm. I've got Kenny Calvin with me. Huntington Beach.
shotgun double set.
3rd and 4, Roberson in motion right in front of Medina. They want to go to him quickly, and they do. Cam makes the catch at the 40-yard line, and that should be a first down. Oh, what a great catch, great footwork, and
yeah, and it looked like Cam took a big hit on that one.
he did. He kind of had to turn around to get it, paid the price, and took a big hit, and exactly at the 40-yard line.
Cam's tough. He'll shake it off. 1st and 10 for the Renegades, but after a couple of inaccurate throws, I should say. Great dart.
1st and 10, ball's at the 40. Medina hands the ball off to Ortiz. Ortiz hit hard and goes nowhere and doesn't go down. It's hard to bring down Elijah Ortiz literally to the ground, but a big hit and a loss of 2 yards.
Well, great job by Ortiz trying to get upfield when there's nowhere to go, because we've been trying to stretch that thing, and they're doing a great job beating the sideline to sideline. May have had the wind knocked out of him.
2nd and 12. We're talking about Cam Roberson. Medina, 4-man rush, back over here to Shane Jones. Jones looking for some room. Jones to the 30, to the 20, to the 10. Jones stops at about the 6-yard line. And it'll be 1st and goal from the 6. A great toss to Shane Jones. He made a quick move and took off for the goal line. And looked like he had to pull up, Kenny. He had to pull up. He's limping. Oh, no.
Yeah, hopefully he's not, maybe a little strained somewhere. Go ahead and get him stressed out. But great job by Shane getting upfield like I talked about.
It's exactly what he did. It's exactly what he did. 1st and goal. Ortiz with the handoff. Ortiz wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, gets nothing on the near hash, and as Shane Jones was striding towards the near pylon, it looked like a foregone conclusion that it was a touchdown, but he pulled up short, and he's going to be tended to as well. So
left, put him on the left.
So 12-18 left here in the half. 6-3, Golden West up by a field goal. 2nd and goal from the 7-yard line.
Trips open set.
Medina has Ortiz on his left, Cornford, Cooper, some tall guys on the right side, but they go to the near side and threw him out of real estate into the corner. It was intended out there for Justin Harrington, but ran out of space.
Yeah, and Justin Harrington is a lucky DB because he gets to play both ways. I wish Coach let me do that.
Here is a 3rd and goal. They're still at the 6-yard line. Renegades were 1st and goal from the 1 in the 1st quarter, and did pick up the field goal. But now we see Adrian Rowell in. And the Renegades I think are going to call a timeout, and they do. They call a timeout. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back. 11:56 left in the half. 6-3 Golden West.
So while your financial life may start out with a Rocky Raccoon account, as you grow, we'll be with you every step of the way. From your first car and everyone thereafter, to investing in your family's future, to buying that special house you'll call home. Current Schools. Together, we have something special. So while your financial
life... Think about winter with the leaves and pumpkins laying about, but it won't be fall forever. So swing by the fall tire sale at Les Schwab through October 31st. The sale may be seasonal, but our service is here forever. Les Schwab Tires. Doing the right thing matters. It's hard to think about winter with the leaves and pumpkins.
6-3 is the score. We're in the first half. Renegade football on Bakersfield.com, News Talk 1180. The coaching staff standing pretty close to us. You'll probably be able to hear them all through the broadcast today. It's going to be kind of fun.
I just got a jewel from Coach Paul. He said that the DB that we brought in that had opportunity to make the play is actually a great playmaker, and if we give him a ball that he can actually catch, maybe 6 points.
Okay, 3rd and goal from the 6. Number 6, Shane Jones in motion right in front of, look at this, can he get in? It is a short pass underneath the coverage to Elijah Ortiz, so
it's going to be fourth and about 2 or 3. And it looks like we're going to go ahead and get Dieger out there to tie it up. That missed extra point by Golden West comes back to haunt him as we got an opportunity to go ahead and make this thing 6-6 with 11:49 remaining to play in the second quarter.
So DeJager will come on, 21-yarder to tie it up here. Just 11 and a half left here in the first half. The net is pulled up because these balls will go into the street, and it does. It clears the net, and it goes out onto the street. Man, if you're some kid rolling by on a skateboard, that's a nice souvenir to have right there. We're tied at 6. I want to thank our good friends at Luigi's Italian Restaurant Delicatessen. Thank you. We're getting into that time of the year where the fall leaves and that cool, crisp afternoon air. No place better to be than Luigi's Restaurant and Delicatessen. Thank you to the Luigi's group of individuals and the family and everybody that makes that such an awesome place to go. Luigi's. When you hear you're going to Luigi's, just a smile comes over your face. Like, oh right, I'm going to Luigi's. Some pasta, New York steak. And then there's Hodell's. Are you kidding me? Olive Drive at 99.
Oh, man.
A name synonymous with Bakersfield College athletics and BC football specifically. Thank you to Hodell's. That's the place to be. One of our staples for deep pit barbecue, fried chicken, rice pilaf, the dessert buffet, the chili, the chicken noodle soup. You want to go?
I definitely do.
Tied at 6, Kenny.
Tied at 6, 11:28 remaining to play. We had 2 drives inside the 5-yard line. Got to be frustrated not coming away with touchdowns on that, but nonetheless, 6-6 game, and defense is playing pretty well the last couple drives.
The Arvin Bear, Antonio Garcia boots it up high. It's handled at about the 6-yard line, and nice hit about the 22-yard line. You know, Kenny, this is the first game of the season that the Bakersfield College Renegades, and the first time when I'm told in many games that they have the eye black on because of this sun.
Yeah.
And the return men, the punt men, the kickoff return men, some of the receivers wearing the reflective
Well, we're on the north-south field. I usually see more of that being the issue when we're on the east-west field.
Got it, but if you're in the northeast corner over here by that pylon to return and that wind starts blowing it from the west.
Yes, that can be scary.
It's coming from that sunshine area. So a little tidbit of extremely unimportant and unuseful information I thought I'd give you guys. Pass play on a 1st and 10 down the side. Could be picked off. Oh, and it's caught.
Oh.
What a catch.
Great catch, great coverage. Simple fade against man-to-man coverage against Richards. Jonathan Earl, the freshman out of, where's Earl from? Concord, North Carolina. And it's like I said, who's getting all the attention in the secondary? The guy that wasn't on the field last week, Abdul Richards. There's going to have to be something done to adjust because right now he's a marked man.
So on a 1st and 10 from the 25, a quick strike, and it's already at the 48-yard line. Kahlbacher in the shotgun, pointing his fingers, looking at it. The Renegades timed the blitz perfectly.
And guess who?
Mario Solario timed it perfectly, and Kahlbacher tried to stall a millisecond. The quarterback tried to wait one more second, but he couldn't. He was already in full cadence mode. And Solario ripped through there, and what a price to pay. Big loss.
Classic dog blitz from the linebacker. Mario Solario does a great job squeezing from the backside and chasing that down.
That's a name we've called quite a bit already. And Solario.
2nd and 15.
Out of Delano, Cesar Chavez High School. And we have a timeout called by the Renegades. Review our season very quickly here. First game of the season, we were at Mount Sac, a powerhouse team, perennial powerhouse team, and down in West Covina. And, you know, a lot of things, we saw a lot of good things out of that. A super tough football team, and we did a lot of great things against them, but also we're playing against a pretty deep team, and we made some they had a loss, and the corrections were made week 2. We hosted El Camino. We started really throwing that football around quite a bit in the red zone. Stubbed our toes a few times to make it closer than it really was, a 2015 football game. And then last week at Memorial Stadium, the Renegades took care of business big time against Santa Monica and blew them out. And now, with a 6-6 tie with under 10 minutes to go in the half, the Renegades maybe have come along a team that kind of matches up well with them and vice versa.
Yeah, I like how we look on the offensive end. Just haven't been able to come up with those scores inside of the of the goal line. But defensively, I'm expecting a lot more intensity from the DBs that were out last week because right now they're being challenged.
2nd and 15. Kalbacher wants to go back to that play again and almost caught again by Jonathan Earl. That was a finger tipper, and had that been caught, that would have been a first down. So they're building up some chemistry here in the first half.
Yeah, and they're definitely going after Abdil Richards. You know, the guys in the press box have found something that they like. 8-on-8 violence, being that number 8 is lined up on Jonathan Earl. You know, you got to figure out a way to be better technique-wise. I talked about being in man coverage. You have to protect the inside routes. Right away, gets beat on the inside release and just hair off of a completed pass.
3rd and 14 in motion. Atencio, he has our attention, that's for sure. They've gone to him a lot. Kalbacher fires across the middle. Will it be picked
Yes!
up? It is. Intercepted. Ball deflected and comes into the hands of L.J. Early, roaming the area out there. First turnover of the game. And it'll be the Renegades football at 45-yard line.
Well, Vance, I had just made a point about man coverage the play before, and right on that play, you saw the defensive secondary member protect the inside and make it a harder catch for the receiver, and it tips it up. But you have to protect the inside routes against man coverage, or when you're in man coverage, I should say. Great job by the secondary getting us off the field.
The defense huddles around the chalkboard as they salute and congratulate Early. And you can hear the buzz below us. That's the defense for the Renegades. They are pumped up. They did their job, created a turnover. Now can Medina and the offense respond? Takes the snap at the 45-yard line. Fires this one, and it is dangerously incomplete to DeCarlos Frazier. Had that been hung up in the air, it would be going the other way because Jacos Ford. Whew.
Yeah, it looked like a miscommunication on the route.
Yeah, it wasn't a long
concept.
route.
Wasn't a long route. You know, you never know if the throw was off target, but nonetheless, 2nd and 10, trips left.
9.5 to go in the first half. We're tied at 6 at Golden West College in Huntington Beach. Movement, flags, whistles, and
looked like a little bit of early movement from that D tackle too, but you got to be disciplined as that right guard. And you got a man down for Golden West.
A Golden West player down, and we have an officials timeout. We'll take one too. 6-6 here on Bakersfield.com and News Talk 1180. News Talk 1180 KERN.
It's hard to think about winter with the leaves and pumpkins laying about, but it won't be fall forever. So swing by the fall tire sale at Les Schwab through October 31st. The sale may be seasonal, but our service is here forever. Les Schwab Tires. Doing the right thing matters.
Renegade fans, be sure to catch your 2018 Renegade football team as they take to the field this season. Don't miss any of the action as El Camino, Santa Monica, Orange Coast, East LA, and Moore Park will all visit Memorial Stadium to square off against your Renegades. Season tickets range from $25 to $60 and can be purchased by visiting Validtix.com or calling 1-888-825-5484. Go Gades!
W.A. Thompson Distributing proudly supports Bakersfield College athletics. W.A. Thompson has been delivering quality beverage products to Kern County businesses for over 60 years. With great beer comes great responsibility. Please enjoy.
Okay, the players okay from Golden West. We're back in action here.
Oh,
Cam
great
Roberson
reverse.
catches the first pass, still on his feet, and a flag on the play over here right below us by the field judge. Roberson catches the pass. Not a lot as far as yardage gained, but a flag on the play.
Deep in the secondary on
Yeah.
a quick screen, too. It's going to be interesting.
Well, it was right below us, the field judge, about 25 yards down from the action.
Yeah, we went trips with that quick one-step screen.
And it's going to be holding on the Renegades. The white hat is quite the efficient white hat. He'll make a call and give you the name and the number on a routine.
Yeah, and Coach Bolton is shaking his head like I'm shaking my head because, you know, usually the quick screen throws are happening so fast it doesn't give guys time to hold. So you wonder how you can throw that being the field judge in the back.
So now it's 3rd and 14 for the Renegades. The ball at their own 41-yard line. They've had their opportunities today, just haven't capitalized as far as touchdowns. But on the LJ early interception. Here come the Renegades. Rowell. Medina in trouble. Oh, and dropped by Elijah Ortiz. He took a hit, got the pass off, but dropped by Ortiz. Not sure it was going to get 14 yards anyway, but it was incomplete.
Well, whether it was going to be the first down or not, you want to teach your
catch.
guys to make sure you're securing the catch before you look upfield, because that's one of those times where Ortiz, usually sure-handed, is worried about that hit.
Okay, the Renegades will punt. Directionally, they're heading due north. They're heading straight north. The wind coming in from the west, so we'll see what Carson Olivas can do with this football. Here's the punt.
Great punt.
It's a boomer. It's a long one. It's taken at the 17-yard line, a fair catch. It'll be Rustlers football.
Well, outside of them taking advantage on the edge, being this one-on-one matchup we've had with Abdil Richards and Jonathan Earl, defense has done a great job keeping everything in front of them. Defensive line has been doing a fantastic job getting pressure with Ricky Langway, or Way, whatever way you want to say it. Renegades coming out in that dime coverage as we face the trips open set of Go West.
A little under 9 minutes left here in the first half.
Different quarterback
New
in.
quarterback in for the Rustlers, and his first pass is complete. And it's Nathaniel Espinoza out of Newport Coast. He went to Corona Del Mar High School, and he's 5'11", 180, so you go from a 6'4" quarterback to a 5'11" quarterback. Different approach, different style, and he's 1 for 1.
And what I would expect out of this guy is more of the read option look and him keeping it. Maybe they saw some things, so reminding our defensive ends to stay at home.
Espinoza looking Fran Tarkington-esque.
Trips open set.
2nd and 6. Espinoza wants to throw again, fires out to the same receiver, this time the opposite side of the field, and Darius Maxwell picks up a big first down. So Espinoza comes in and takes care of business quickly.
It's actually the first time all day that we're starting to hear some clapping by this Golden West crowd. And as a defense, you want to do the best you can to eliminate that momentum.
Nice Renegade crowd. I look down on the other side of the football. There is a big Renegade crowd. Isn't it crazy how we get these big Renegade crowds at Huntington Beach, Ventura?
I love it. We travel well.
All these super hot spots. I dig it. 1st and 10. Ball's at their own 44-yard line. Espinoza, the QB. Will they come at him? Yes, they do. This time they do, but it's a screenplay, and it's perfectly designed, and it's going to be a big game. And a circus head-over-heel flip to end the play. Tevon Valdez.
And right away, what we're seeing, a lot of quick screen stuff. Don't be surprised if you see a double move sooner or later. Something coming up to try to trick us downfield.
So Bo Kalbacher, the sophomore 6'4", 225er, being relieved for a while, and Nathaniel Espinoza has come in 3 for 3. Long plays, long rushes, long passes, and they're doing it. And now it's 1st and 10. Handoff and miscommunication there was just too tight, and a running play for a big loss. And 5 Renegades in there making it happen. One of the first guys to get in there was Jalen Simpkins.
Man, that was your player to watch last week. Jalen Simpkins out there looking like his dad, my teammate Jerome Simpkins, with the 5-yard tackle for a loss. But it's just like what I was talking about. When you got a team that's making adjustments, new quarterbacks coming in, you want to remind your guys to keep up the same intensity that they had. Don't take plays off.
2nd and 15. That was a big play for the Renegades to stem the tide here, but Espinoza behind center has one back with him, and that's Dante Swain. Fakes to Swain, throws, and it's caught at the original line of scrimmage. Flags on the play.
Yeah, interesting to see what that flag will be. Quick routes again.
They're going to say incomplete, actually. I thought he caught it.
There is a flag on the play.
6:01 remaining
my goodness.
here.
And if you're Coach Bolton and Chudy on the defensive side of the football, you're definitely frustrated when you have a positive play. And then you got Alex Bolden lining up offside. As an outside backer, it's frustrating. See the ball, guys.
moves it to a 2nd and 10, as Kenny just mentioned. Under 6 to go here in this first half.
Yeah, we're staying in that dime coverage.
Golden West letting the play clock get below 10. Espinoza looks to the sidelines. Play clock at 6. Making a quick adjustment, and they snap it at 3. Espinoza drops back, wants to go down the far side, throws it, and it is a flag on the play.
And he caught it.
Pass interference by the Renegades, but it's a long completion anyway. So 38-yard pass complete by Espinoza and the flag.
Eventually, you're going to have to figure out as a staff, are you going to continue to leave Richards on an island like that when he's being attacked? Because right now, the one-on-one matchup is being held by the other number 8.
And how about that great catch by Jonathan Earl with Abdil all over him, and he still makes the great catch for the first down.
You know, it's frustrating. You know, I'm always going to be tough on my corners. That's what I do. It may be why I was hired. I'm not sure. But you got to eventually take pride in your performance and do something to change the tide.
1st and 10 from the 17. Espinoza on the run, dumps it off underneath, and it's caught, and he's still on his foot. Oh, what an effort. What a great play. And Tivon Valdez out of Macon, Georgia, everybody thought he was down, including the Rustler crowd, and then he stayed on his feet and just kept going.
The classic running back drill where you would actually have the ball in the opposite hand and one hand on the ground and rotating it. Great job, great footwork.
That will bring up 2nd down.
Well, it's 2nd and 5, so a 5-yard gain out of what we thought at first was a 2-yard loss. 4.5 to go here in the half.
Double set.
Espinoza takes the snap from the shotgun, drops straight back, flushed out of the pocket. Looks like he might run, and he gets to the 10-yard line, makes a couple of moves to save himself from a massive hit he was about to take from James Thomas. Didn't take it, though. Made a great move.
Espinoza, since he's came in the game for the first time, giving his offense some life.
Move the football down the field superbly. And we're going to go below the 4-minute mark here right now.
3rd and 7. Trips open set.
Espinoza in the shotgun, strong left side. Takes the snap, looks left the entire time, fires it, and
almost picked off.
Thrown behind the receiver, late flag on the play, almost taken to the house back there.
Oh my goodness.
A roughing the passer call against the Renegades, and the Renegade faithful over there letting the Bluebirds out at the official, and they're giving it to the official. The Renegade crowd doesn't like it at all, and when I tell you we traveled well, we've got a couple hundred Renegade fans filling the whole right side, so great job getting some people over here. And now the white hat tossed a flag as well. Let's hear this.
Well,
so the Bakersfield bench giving it to the referee, and so the white hat threw it out, got on the microphone and said unsportsmanlike conduct on the Renegade bench, and now it's 1st and goal. 1st and goal from the 3-yard line.
There comes a point in a football game when you got to remind yourself as an official that nobody came here to watch you.
1st and goal from about the 3-yard line. Espinoza behind center. Takes the snap, it's a handoff, and nothing doing there, and another flag right in the middle of everything. So they try to go back to Valdez. He's wrapped up early. Quick flag right in the scrum of it all.
Maybe it's a makeup call for that last 15-yarder or half the distance.
I think it's going to be on number 70, Adrian Montez, the big fella in there. When I say big, he's 6'4", 285. 6'4", 285, and he's holding. That's going to be a penalty against the Rustlers. 3:38 remaining here in this first half.
That's one of those where the rest of the officials come together and say, hey, come on, guys, we can't make it so obvious. Let's throw one for the other guys.
Listen to Ken Calvin. Listen to my man, KC.
Can't make it too obvious.
The inside scoop from Kenny Calvin. All right, First and goal. The ball's backed up now to the 12-yard line. Espinoza looks left entirely, and it is thrown, almost picked off again. And a great play out there by our DB who's always around. That's Jeremiah Johnson. Was that JJ or Early?
That actually was, looks like Richards.
Or Fanu Maui. My vision was blocked on that. We've got a pretty interesting spot to call the game. We're over to the left of the media coaches area, so we're kind of up in the stands hanging out with the fans calling this game, but I have to duck below the pop-up and don't step on Kenny and make sure I'm in it. Is there a timeout? Because the play clock is going down below 3, so obviously they're going to take a timeout here with 2:32 remaining in this first half. We'll step away for just a short break here on Bakersfield.com.
It's hard to think about winter with the leaves and pumpkins laying about, but it won't be fall forever. So swing by the fall tire sale at Les Schwab through October 31st. The sale may be seasonal, but our service is here forever. Les Schwab Tires. Doing the right thing matters.
Renegade fans, be sure to catch your 2018 Renegade football team as they take to the field this season. Don't miss any of the action as El Camino, Santa Monica, Orange Coast, East LA, and Moore Park will all visit Memorial Stadium to square off against your Renegades. Season tickets range from $25 to $60 and can be purchased by visiting Valitix.com or calling 1-888-825-5484. Go Gades!
Kern Schools Federal Credit Union is here to be your lifelong financial partner. So while your financial life may start out with a Rocky Raccoon account, as you grow, we'll be with you every step of the way. From your first car and everyone thereafter, to investing in your family's future, to buying that special house you'll call home, Kern Schools is here to help. And if you live in Kern County, then you can bank with us. See, we're local just like you, so what we accomplish together benefits our entire community. Kern Schools, together we have something special.
Think about winter with the leaves and pumpkins laying about, but it won't be fall forever. So swing by the fall tire sale at Les Schwab through October 31st. The sale may be seasonal, but our service is here forever. Les Schwab Tires. Doing the right thing matters.
Okay, second and goal. The Rustlers got a flag on the play, and Espinoza throws it out of the end zone and out into the track.
Let's get that back.
And the flag comes out while Espinoza is on the run to the right side, so looks like it's another penalty against Golden West, so they're stepping on their own toes.
Well, it's just like I said, after that little officials meeting, they decided that they can't make themselves the center of attention. Let's even this playing field back up and let the guys play football.
2:21 left in the half. At halftime, the Red Carpet Halftime Show brought to you by Carpet Outlet Plus. Sandy Taylor, Athletic Director for the first segment, and then we'll go into the second segment with Brandon Urie, our Sports Information Director. So we're going to cover a lot of ground with those two special guests at halftime, but it's 2:21 until we get there. And we're tied up at 6, and now it's second and goal from the 27. Second and goal from the 27. Espinoza. High snap, looks left, wants to throw to the corner, and he takes a big hit.
Ooh, great job off the edge.
Espinoza gets popped by Alex Bolden, and if it wasn't going to be Alex right after that, it was going to be James Thomas, but he's tough, and he hops up. He took a big hit.
One thing we talk about every week about the defense, Vance, is that they'll have those penalties where you make a bonehead play and get the personal foul, but they don't give up afterward. They don't hang their heads, and they get back in. Great job continuing to fight.
Incomplete. Clock stops. Espinoza steps up into the pocket, fires one, and it is, through the hands of the intended receiver. That's Braylon Mouton. It went through Mouton's fingertips, and Espinoza fired it over there.
Fourth and forever.
Fourth and goal from the 27.
We don't see any personnel coming on or off.
A lot of time to decide. 20 more seconds to make a decision here. I don't know what they're going to do. 2:09 left, and it looks like they might burn another timeout. They're all stopping, talking on the field, and it looks like the clock's going to go below the 10-second mark, and they do call a timeout. Again, it's 6-6, 2:09 left in this first half. I want to remind everybody, next Saturday, 6 p.m., Orange Coast College will be in Memorial Stadium to take on the Renegades at home.
It's going to be a great night.
It's going to be a beautiful night.
30th anniversary of the national championship team.
Nope, you're off by a month. Look, you got to slow down, partner.
Man.
You gotta slow down.
Oh,
We're still in September,
okay.
KC.
I was ready for that.
You're trying to rush. Let me lay it out. Hey, next Saturday, Orange Coast College at Memorial Stadium. Then we have a bye. We're off for a week. We come back in on the 13th, and we start league play, conference play at Ventura. Hello road trip, hello pregame in the marina. And then right after that, Long Beach City on the road. You talk about the gauntlet of road trips, Ventura and Long Beach City.
We haven't had great trips down there.
And then it's October 27th for the 30-year reunion of the national championship football team, the Renegades, and the fireworks show.
I'm so excited. Oh, that was my first game, too. Y'all welcome me big time with the fireworks.
Okay, 4th and goal from the 27, a field goal attempt.
And if you're the Renegades, you want to stay in that safe defense.
Well, here's a 44-yard attempt. The snap, the hold, the kick, it's up, and the wind is going to take this left, and it pushed it. So the Renegades will get nice field territory, field position, and he had the leg, no question about it. That was never going to be a question, but working with that strong west wind.
But how about the ability for the defense to stand strong?
1st and goal.
1st and goal, and you back guys all the way up after the officials throw the 2 consecutive personal fouls. Here comes the boss lady.
2:02 remains in this first half. We're still tied at 6. Both teams have had opportunities to run up the score, so to speak, or to get some scores, but they've both had to settle for 2 Renegades have had 2 field goals. The Rustlers had a touchdown and a block PAT. Here's Cam Roberson. Nice little pass to the inside. He gets to the near hash. And
interesting 2-minute offense for us. We do this every day at practice. It's the funnest part of practice for some of the offense. Let's see what Coach Dean dials up.
1:45 and counting, tied at 6. The first of our 2 halftime guests has arrived.
Trips open set.
Fake the handoff to Ortiz, and it's Medina with a nice first down all the way to the 40-yard line. And the quarterback keeper gets him 11 yards. Clock continues to tick, 1:20 and counting here. Tied at 6 in the first half.
Great read by Medina.
Medina, and right down here below us, Shane Jones jumped off sides, and he was the only player on either side of the football to move, and he was about 5 feet from the official, so it was like, hey, you can't do that.
Yeah, he's in new territory too, splitting out
Yeah,
wide.
he's out the wide receiver.
You got to remind him that. Stay still, young man.
We're below a minute here left in this first half. Medina takes the snap, hands the ball off to, fakes the handoff to Ortiz, keeps it himself again, gets to about the 38-yard line.
We still want to have some tempo, I believe. Few downs.
And we have a Renegade that's down with 43.3 seconds remaining here in the half, tied up at 6.
And as well as the offensive line has played in the last 2 weeks, it's the last thing you want to see is one of our own slow to get up. 43 seconds left, 6-6 tie. Renegades 2nd and long. This play after this timeout is going to tell the tale on what we'll do and how aggressive we are. As we see, big number 52, Joshua Yabeta.
Oh, good. So the Highland High Scotsman, Yabeta, is up and walking off, and the classy crowd.
I remember explaining to my wife why they have those huge neck or knee braces on, hanging off the bottom of their pants. It's to protect those big guys. So much weight they're carrying.
43.3 seconds remains here in this first half. We're tied at 6. Beautiful Southern California afternoon.
And what we used to call nuke personnel.
They took the 10 seconds off, so it's 33 seconds. And Medina Goes and runs again and tucks below everybody and gets to the 45-yard line.
Oh, we got another injured Renegade.
Across the 45-yard line.
Looks like it may be a shoulder out of socket. Back-to-back plays.
And that's Jerron Marshall. And he is in pain, big time. So he walks off the field with the training staff with his left shoulder possibly, or arm, what he's focused on there. So,
well, we got the best trainer in the business, the great Fred Smith. He'll be retiring in January, I was told. I had a fantastic day with him on the Renegade Report. I call him Fred, the man with the magic hands.
that will be one of the topics that I discuss with Sandy Taylor, our athletic director. We will talk about Fred. And they take the 10 seconds off there too. And so now, and they snapped it. Oh, they snapped it into the hands of Isaiah Martin, and Martin caught it with one hand, and that was almost a really bad play. So we're tied up at the half, 6-6. The Bakersfield College Renegades on the road at Huntington Beach at Golden West. We're all tied up. When we come back, we will have the Red Carpet Halftime Show brought to you by Carpet Outlet Plus. Sandy Taylor, Brandon Urie, our guests. Back right after this on Bakersfield.com, News Talk 1180, KERN.
From the growers and winemakers to the tasting room staff, sales teams, and business owners, wine is an iconic image of California. At Rabobank, we know that viticulture and enology are an important part of the Golden State's business climate. They're industries in which growing businesses require a financial partner who understands the unique challenges they face every day. As one of the world's largest lenders to the wine industry, Rabobank provides local expertise, access to a global financial network, exclusive research, and educational resources. We're committed to nurturing and investing in California's wine network. We are Rabobank, driven to do more for the people and communities we serve.
It's hard to think about winter with the leaves and pumpkins laying about, but it won't be fall forever. So swing by the fall tire sale at Les Schwab through October 31st. The sale may be seasonal, but our service is here forever. Les Schwab Tires. Doing the right thing matters.
Renegade fans, be sure to catch your 2018 Renegade football team as they take to the field this season. Don't miss any of the action as El Camino, Santa Monica, Orange Coast, East LA, and Moore Park will all visit Memorial Stadium to square off against your Renegades. Season tickets range from $25 to $60 and can be purchased by visiting Valetix.com or calling 1-888-825-5484. Go Gades!
W.A. Thompson Distributing proudly supports Bakersfield College Athletics. W.A. Thompson has been delivering quality beverage products to Kern County businesses for over 60 years. With great beer comes great responsibility. Please enjoy our products responsibly and always remember, 21 means 21. W.A. Thompson Distributing salutes BC football. Thanks for following the Renegades on the radio, and go Gades!
It's Three-Way Chevrolet's first all-GM benefit car show. Saturday, October 6th, 8:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. on the lot at 4501 Weibel Road. All registration fees will benefit the Alliance Against Family Violence and Sexual Assault. Trophies awarded at 3 p.m. for Best Custom Paint, Best Build, and Best in Show. Music, prizes, and barbecue for sale to benefit the Centennial High School football program. Visit Three-Way Chevrolet or our Facebook page for more details and registration. Selection, savings, service, and family fun at Three-Way Chevrolet. Your
Think
home
about winter with the leaves and pumpkins laying about, but it won't be fall forever. So swing by the fall tire sale at Les Schwab through October 31st. The sale may be seasonal, but our service is here forever. Les Schwab Tires. Doing the right thing matters.
From the growers and winemakers to the tasting room staff, sales teams, and business owners, wine is an iconic image of California. At Rabobank, we know that viticulture and enology are an important part of the Golden State's business climate. They're industries in which growing businesses require a financial partner who understands the unique challenges they face every day. As one of the world's largest lenders to the wine industry, Rabobank provides local expertise, access to a global financial network, exclusive research, and educational resources. We're committed to nurturing and investing in California's wine network. We are Rabobank, driven to do more for the people and communities we serve.
W.A. Thompson Distributing proudly supports Bakersfield College Athletics. W.A. Thompson has been delivering quality beverage products to Kern County businesses for over 60 years. With great beer comes great responsibility. Please enjoy our products responsibly and always remember, 21 means 21. W.A. Thompson Distributing salutes BC football. Thanks for following the Renegades on the radio, and go Gates!
Growth starts small, from a seed or an idea or a plan for your future. And with the right tools, the right guidance, things start to happen. At Rabobank, we know about growth because we provide banking for communities grounded in agriculture, helping people like you and communities like ours thrive with the right banking solutions. It's why at Rabobank, we roll up our sleeves to go to work for you. We're Rabobank. Let's talk.
Renegade fans, be sure to catch your 2018 Renegade football team as they take to the field this season. Don't miss any of the action as El Camino, Santa Monica, Orange Coast, East LA, and Moore Park will all visit Memorial Stadium to square off against your Renegades. Season tickets range from $25 to $60 and can be purchased by visiting Valitix.com or calling 1-888-825-5484. Go Gades!
It's hard to think about winter with the leaves and pumpkins laying about, but it won't be fall forever. So swing by the fall tire sale at Les Schwab through October 31st. The sale may be seasonal, but our service is here forever. Les Schwab Tires. Doing the right thing matters.
Freeway Chevrolet's first all GM benefit car show. Saturday, October 6th, 8:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. on the lot at 4501 Weibel Road. All registration fees will benefit the Alliance Against Family Violence and Sexual Assault. Trophies awarded at 3 p.m. for Best Custom Paint, Best Build, and Best in Show. Music, prizes, and barbecue for sale to benefit the Centennial High School football program. Visit Three-Way Chevrolet or our Facebook page for more details and registration. Selection, savings, service, and family fun at Three-Way Chevrolet, your hometown dealership. It's three.
Welcome back, everybody, to Bakersfield.com and News Talk 1180 KERN's live exclusive coverage of Bakersfield College athletics. Today it's football. The Renegades tied at 6 apiece with Golden West. The Rustlers welcoming us into this beautiful atmosphere at Huntington Beach, California. This is the Red Carpet Halftime Show brought to you by Carpet Outlet Plus. And 2 weeks in a row, I get Sandy Taylor with us. What a great pleasure to have our athletic director, Sandy Taylor. Sandy, before we went on the air, we were talking about this, obviously this killer ambiance here in Huntington Beach, and we kind of took a look across the athletics field over here, and you gave me a little nugget.
Yes, that's where I coached my very first college softball game, right across the street, or the track over there.
So the illustrious, historic Hall of Fame career of Sandy Taylor started just a couple hundred yards over there to the east.
Yep.
Do you remember it?
Oh, I do.
What
I
happened?
do. It was a long drive down here.
What happened?
It was a long drive home.
No, okay. Okay.
I don't remember the score. I think we played Pasadena because it's a good friend of mine, Sandy Iverson, but I don't remember the score.
So you're familiar with this campus and the location. The facility, the football playing surface, beautiful field, about 3 years in existence now. Looks like they're starting to get some more traction within their city and within their community here to get some more things done.
Yeah, there's a lot of construction going on this campus. I drove around a little bit, and besides the softball field that they're building, a new stadium over there, it looks like they have construction everywhere. So I would imagine that they're going to see a lot of changes here.
And I would imagine that your eye becomes more and more keen with construction and with design and with plans and everything that you have in front of you that we talked about last week with all of the, the improvements and everything's going to happen at Bakersfield College. So not a bad idea to get down here a little early and say, hey, I like that idea. I like this. I like that.
You know it. I am watching and looking at everything and online and following everything we can, trying to get every idea that we possibly can.
We're tied at 6. Your thoughts on the first half?
You know, it feels like we should be ahead of these guys.
Yeah.
I mean, it feels like we really played well. Defense held strong on that last series. I thought we had a couple of chances to punch it in, and we didn't. Took the 2 field goals. But, it just feels like we are doing pretty well, and that felt like we should have been ahead.
As I was walking up to get prepared here, I was taking all my photographs that I like to post later on and tag a million people that don't ask to be tagged. But I was taking some pictures, and I was coming by, and I looked down, and right below me, I took a couple of pictures of that short-timer slacker that hasn't done anything here in the last 30-plus years. I joke, of course, our head athletic trainer, Fred Smith. He started when I was at Bakersfield College as a student athlete. So I have a kind of a timeline with Fred as far as my college days at BC is when he had started. And to see him now after all of these years, it's become official, hasn't it?
It has become official. He's announced his retirement in January.
Wow.
But I got one on you, Vance. Fred was the athletic trainer for me at Fresno
You're
State
right,
when
you're
I was
right.
a student athlete.
You're
So I
right.
have a little longer timeline
You're
with
right.
it.
When you started to say that, I said, you know what? So Fred is retiring, and I want to talk about this for a second. Kind of be one of our two topics that we talk about today, Sandy. In how many years here at BC?
Me or him?
No, him, Fred.
You know, it's 30-something. I
Well,
want to say
I mean,
it's like 39, but
For
I'm
me,
not
it was
positive.
84, 85, so it's got to be, right around there. So
For some reason, 39 comes to mind, but I could be off a year or two.
that is absolutely significant to an athletics department for someone of that many years. It's not just about what his knowledge and expertise is and his application of that. It's the relationship building, it's the trust, it's all of the education that he's got to put in, it's all of the updating of his education that has to happen. This is a long storied career at Bakersfield College. I'd sure like to hear your thoughts on Fred Smith.
Fred Smith is going to be forever known as a pillar, Bakersfield College athletics. Just think about how much the athletic training world has changed in 30-plus years and how much knowledge he continued to gain. He's top of the line all the time, the best at his field. He's a Hall of Famer from his Athletic Training Association. He's a Hall of Famer for us. He is one of those guys that, how many athletes did he touch over the 30-plus years? And he'll go down in history in my mind as one of the pillars of Bakersfield College athletics.
The images of Fred that are evoked in my mind are him on the sidelines with Dr. Romaine Cleroux, Dr. Tivnon, Dr. Baker, all of the men and women in the medical world and the training world in Kern County that have been on Memorial Stadium's grounds or up in the gym or out on the track field with Fred, around Fred. So many relationships that have been built. What's it going to be like for you as an athletic director to kind of, go to this new phase of that of your department?
Well, for one, we'll never replace Fred Smith.
Right.
But we do need to look at how we're going to manage that and when we're going to fly that job and replace the position. I have all the confidence in the world in Mike Medeiros and Tricia Gay as our athletic trainers that we currently have, that they'll step up and try to fill his shoes. But those are big shoes to fill, and I think they would say the same, that for Fred leaving our institution, the history that he has, the support that I've felt from him both as a coach and as an athletic director is just amazing. And I'm going to miss him tremendously. His kind of sly sense of humor and, dry sense of humor. But, I noticed he was the first guy out on the field today with water for those guys. There's no job that he won't do.
A true servant.
Yep.
Well, there's going to be more to come with that. I can't imagine that this will be the last time we have some things to say about Fred. Look forward to something happening down the road with him as far as an announcement and some maybe a party or something. I'm sure we're all going to want to roast Fred in our own way. I walked by and I said, "Hey, Slacker, what are you doing?" He goes, "I've been trying to fool everybody for a lot of years, Vance." I said, "Well, you did a great job, my man." The next subject, the Student Advisory Athletic Commission or Council. What does SAC stand for? Give us the acronym.
Student Athlete Advisory Council.
Very important component to your life, our lives. Let's talk about that for a minute.
So the goal of the SAC group is to develop leadership within our athletic department with our student athletes and get representation from all the sports and get them leading the athletes and doing other projects. Today was a perfect example. SAC organized and coordinated student athletes going to the mission to do some work. I've got some pictures of softball, men's soccer, picking up trash, just giving back to the community and serving the institution well and representation. So the SAC group is very, very active. We want to keep them going. And again, that's our young leaders, right? We want to see those students out in the community leading our department.
Fall sports.
Fall sports, I just saw on Twitter today that our volleyball team beat Mount Sac in 3, so that's a good win. I think they play Cypress later on this afternoon, but men's and women's soccer played a couple of tough matches against defending champion women's soccer Fresno City. They were right in it till the end, ended up losing 3-0, but they competed really well. Cross country had a great race yesterday out at Kern County Soccer Park. Gabby Lugo finished second. We had a good race, couple of good races. Men's team finished well, so it feels like that you saw wrestling last week finish second too in Sacramento. That was a big win. So we're rolling right along. Here we are. I can't believe we're 4 games into this already, almost mid-season.
Just segued right out of my mind to our broadcast here. Next week we have Orange Coast College coming up, and then we have a bye for a week, and then we're already in league play, and we start off league with the gauntlet of a road trip at Ventura, at Long Beach.
Well, you got to play the best wherever you play them and just go after them, right? We're gonna be ready coming off a bye. We'll be ready. We'll have 5 games under our belt. We'll be ready to go.
Well, that's the confidence of the Hall of Fame coach who started her career here. Doesn't want to talk about the actual results other than the fact that she started down here. Sandy, great to have you. Thank you. And when we come back on the Red Carpet Halftime Show, brought to you by our good friends at Carpet Atlas Plus, we're going to have her SID, Brandon Urie, is going to join us right after this. Thank you, Sandy.
Thank you.
Renegade fans, be sure to catch your 2018 Renegade football team as they take to the field this season. Don't miss any of the action as El Camino, Santa Monica, Orange Coast, East LA, and Moore Park will all visit Memorial Stadium to square off against your Renegades. Season tickets range from $25 to $60 and can be purchased by visiting Validtix.com or calling 1-888-825-5484. Go Gades!
So while your financial life may start out with a Rocky Raccoon account, as you grow, we'll be with you every step of the way. From your first car and everyone thereafter, to investing in your family's future, to buying that special house you'll call home. Kern Schools. Together, we have something special.
Think about winter with the leaves and pumpkins laying about, but it won't be fall forever. So swing by the fall tire sale at Les Schwab through October 31st. The sale may be seasonal, but our service is here forever. Les Schwab Tires. Doing the right thing matters.
Schools Federal Credit Union has been the local choice to meet your financial needs. And just because we're local, you can still take us wherever your travels or life may be. From online and digital banking to mobile check deposit, Kern Schools is always a tap away. Kern Schools. Together, we have something special.
W.A. Thompson Distributing proudly supports Bakersfield College Athletics. W.A. Thompson has been delivering quality beverage products to Kern County businesses for over 60 years. With great beer comes great responsibility. Please enjoy our products responsibly and always remember, 21 means 21. W.A. Thompson Distributing salutes BC football. Thanks for following the Renegades on the radio, and go Gades!
Schools Federal Credit Union is here to be your lifelong financial partner. So while your financial life may start out with a Rocky Raccoon account, as you grow, we'll be with you every step of the way. From your first car and everyone thereafter, to investing in your family's future, to buying that special house you'll call home, Kern Schools is here to help. And if you live in Kern County, then you can bank with us. See, we're local just like you, so what we accomplish together benefits our entire community. Kern Schools. Together, we have something special.
Renegade fans, be sure to catch your 2018 Renegade football team as they take to the field this season. Don't miss any of the action as El Camino, Santa Monica, Orange Coast, East LA, and Moore Park will all visit Memorial Stadium to square off against your Renegades. Season tickets range from $25 to $60 and can be purchased by visiting Validtix.com or calling 1-888-825-5484. Go Gades!
For years, Kern Schools Federal Credit Union has been the local choice to meet your financial needs. And just because we're local, you can still take us wherever your travels or life may be. That's right. From online and digital banking to mobile check deposit, Kern Schools is always a tap away. And did you know banking at Kern Schools gives you access to over 30,000 ATMs nationwide? More than any big national bank can offer. Download the Co-op ATM Locator app to find an ATM near you. See, we're local, but we're local everywhere. Kern Schools. Together, we have something special.
Chevrolet's first all GM benefit car show, Saturday, October 6th, 8:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. on the lot at 4501 Weibel Road. All registration fees will benefit the Alliance Against Family Violence and Sexual Assault. Trophies awarded at 3 p.m. for Best Custom Paint, Best Build, and Best in Show. Music, prizes, and barbecue for sale to benefit the Centennial High School football program. Visit Three-Way Chevrolet or our Facebook page for more details and registration. Selection, savings, service, and family fun at Three-Way Chevrolet, your hometown dealership.
Renegade.
Welcome back, everybody. We're tied at 6. Thank you to Sandy Taylor, athletic director, for the halftime interview. The Red Carpet Halftime Show brought to you by Carpet Outlet Plus. I'm now joined by our sports information director, Brandon Urie. Brandon, first of all, how about just a quick introduction? Tell us a little bit about yourself. I know you've been on the Renegade Report with Kenny already, and I've talked about you for 4 broadcasts now, but let's get to know you real quick.
Yeah, absolutely. So I came aboard July 9th. So 2.5 months that I've been here in Bakersfield, but came here most recently from the University of Nebraska. Before that, I was actually, I played football here at Fullerton College in Orange County, so familiar. I remember playing Golden West, almost a decade ago. Little bit younger than you, Vance, but about a decade ago, I was playing Golden West as a Fullerton College Hornet. So
you don't have to bring that. Look, age comments are not going to, right off the bat. So, SoCal football player. But tell us about your experience that brings you to Bakersfield College as an SID.
So, sometimes the stars align, opportunities present themselves, and that's kind of what happened here where, we have family in Bakersfield, and I worked at Cypress College here in Orange County as well as an SID a number of years ago before I was at Nebraska, and then had the time at Nebraska as well. And so just, they were looking for help here, and as I was looking myself for other opportunities in my career, my family alerted me to the opportunity here, and we applied, and here we are. So good to be Renegade.
Great to have you here. Since I've known you, you've jumped in headfirst into a ton of stuff here at Bakersfield College. Our media day, all of our home games so far, and all of our fall sports. A ton of data compilation to get us dialed in here. One thing that's dear and near to your heart is this gentleman's show right here, the Renegade Report. Let's talk about the Renegade Report. Let's get some more exposure to it and talk about its reach and its potential.
Yeah, we have so many things that are going on in the athletic department that we use the connection we have in the partnership with the Bakersfield Californian there to go down to their studios once a week, Thursdays at 11 a.m. live. Kenny's the host for the show, and we really bring on everyone in our athletics department. So this last week we had on Fred Smith, our athletics trainer, who I think you were talking about with Sandy about, he's coming on retirement. We had our head wrestling coach on, and Adrian Godina is one of our wrestlers that won state last year. So really a way to highlight, these kids, things that they're doing, plus those individuals that are associated with our athletic department that you might not think about, but there's a lot of things that go behind the scenes for these guys to take the field on Saturdays and all of our sports to take their respective, contests to make them eligible, practice ready, presentable facilities, everything that comes into making game happen.
The voice of Brandon Urie. We're very fortunate as Renegades to have brought him in to be our sports information director. That's an umbrella title that covers a lot of things, and game operations is also a part of that. You and Keith work very well together and making sure our Memorial Stadium is ready to go. Already had 2 home games. We have another one next week, then a bye, then the national championship game late October, the celebration of the 30th annual national championship game. There's a lot on your plate early, isn't it? That's just football. That's just football.
There is. There's a lot here. What I do here as compared to where I was at the University of Nebraska, there's probably 50, 60 people that are doing what I do here. Wow. So there's many hats that I wear here, and I was anxious to dive in head first and just make it happen. So,
Brandon, thank you. This is a preparatory interview for a much longer one that we're
Absolutely.
going to have
Look
later
forward
in the
to
season at home. I can't wait to talk to you again. Thanks for everything you're doing. It's a real pleasure to have you with us, buddy. Thank you.
Absolutely. Appreciate the time. Go Gates.
The Fury. Brandon Urie comes up, our SID. Now he'll hand the headphones over to my partner, Kenny Calvin. Brandon, thank you, bud.
Thank you.
We are set for the second half.
I was going to pick his brain here on some decisions we need to make here to get out of this 6-6 rut, but I'm sure he wants to stay in good graces with his coaching staff, right?
Hey, it's Urie's kind of game, a kicker's game.
And we start off kicking. Look at that ball get tossed from one side of the field to the other, and it's caught at the 5-yard line. So they're looking for a wall on the left side, and they get a pretty ball on the ground. And
get on
it should have been picked up by a Renegade, and it wasn't. It should have been picked up by a Renegade, and it wasn't. And we have
refs, get the guys off the pile.
And we have Fanu Maui dinged up, and that ball was out in the open, and it was the Renegades for the taking twice. Oh, goodness.
Looked like one of our Renegades, Fanu Maui.
Yeah, he's been down for a couple of seconds here.
Oh, that was a huge opportunity for us.
Till the start of the third quarter, the ball gets popped out on a really good return. It was going to be a good return anyway, but then the ball bounces about 9 yards forward. One Renegade jumped on it, popped back out, but the more important news on this is that Fanu Maui right now is down on the 40-yard line. And
Well, VP, the one thing I'm surprised at is this spot, because usually if a ball's fumbled forward, it goes back to where the fumble was lost, not where the offense eventually ends up jumping on it. So,
well, Coach Judy himself came out to midfield, out to the hash to talk to with the training staff. He and the training staff are the only one out there. So Coach Judy standing over Fanu wanting to talk to him, and now he's trying to bend his right leg there.
Well, I will say, it makes you feel special as a player when your head coach comes out when you have a tumble like that, because the worst feeling in the world, and I experienced this in practice, is when you get hurt and they just move it up. They say move it up and leave you laying down there.
The water boy comes out, hey, Kenny, you got to get up. The coach told me to tell you to get up. Let's go. What? This time, Coach Judy walked out, and good to see Fanu up and walking off a little gingerly on the right side, but he is walking off. So the Rustlers avoid a catastrophic start to the third quarter, a ball that was out. And the quarterback that started the football game is back in there, and that's Bo Kalbacher. He hands the ball off, and it's a big, strong running play, a ton of yards, and maybe more to the 25-yard line. And it's a big run out there by Valdez. And the ball was at the 44-yard line, and now it's at the 25-yard line. Huge gain for the Golden West Rustlers. Espinoza was the quarterback that really made things happen in that second quarter. They come back with Kalbacher, and his first play is just to hand it off to Tevon Valdez and let him go to work, and he does.
Yeah, great job on the stretch zone.
1st and 10 now at the Renegade 25. They do it again. They give it to Valdez again. He goes down at the 20. Gain of 5. It'll be 2nd and 5. Just underway in the third quarter. And you look at a team that coughed the football up on the kickoff, should have been recovered by the Renegades. Now they're down in the Renegade 26-yard line or 23-yard line.
Yeah, and we've been in that dime defense pretty much 90% of the first half. And Golden West making some adjustments, coming out running 2 straight times.
Oof.
Trips open set.
Kalbacher in the shotgun. Wants to throw and does. Thinks he's going to throw. Now goes to the left. Looks in the far corner of the end zone. Throws, and it's caught, and it is.
Oh! No good! Yes!
Complete.
That's how you finish a play.
A big hit by Sean Stevens at the end. It looked like it was going to be a reception, but Stevens hit him so hard that he popped the ball out. Woo, boy.
Great job trying to get there and cause impact, because that was a great throw. Nonetheless, 3rd and 7 for Golden West. Looking to stay in that trips open pistol shotgun formation.
So a huge hit by Stevens jarred the ball loose on what would have been 1st and goal from the 1-inch line, but incomplete. 3rd and 7. Kalbacher still the QB. Stands at the 32-yard line in the shotgun. Looks right, then looks left, throws across the middle. Picked off!
Let's go, Simpkins!
Can Simpkins get outside? It's going to be a race between Kalbacher and Simpkins to the 41-yard line, and a penalty on the play right when the flag happened. I mean, right when the play happened, but Jalen Simpkins.
Well, I got to tell you, halftime, and that's going to be holding on the offense, and we don't need that. But let's go back to halftime before I get to that play. I got visited by my old teammate, All-American linebacker Jerome Simpkins, and his son, Jalen Simpkins, makes the biggest play of the football game so far.
Could it be Kenny Calvin Karma?
It could be.
Huge interception. It was a foot race between two not very fast guys.
Think about the change of events from a 1-yard or 1st and goal that could have been if Stevens doesn't give that effort. Next play picked off by Jalen Simpkins.
A lot of drama in less than 2 minutes here in the third quarter. Now Medina, quick strike out to Ortiz. Ortiz cuts back up against the grain, finds some room, and he's still on his feet. And a flag late in the play, and he was running horizontally so long that probably a holding. But one flag on the white hat side, the other all the way back on the deep side. I think it's the same call, and it's going to be holding against the Renegades. Well, And they say Jeremiah Thomas, but you had Elijah Ortiz cutting up horizontally so long in the play that I think a lineman got hit.
Yeah, eventually, when you're running east to west, it puts your lineman in tough position, you know, because usually the defenders will change the direction. First and 10, or first and 20, I should say, after the holding penalty. Renegade still got to be feeling pretty good.
Simpkins picked that ball off at about the 40, and he was jetting down the far side. I say that sarcastically, not the quickest dude, and the quarterback caught up with him. So right now, Abdul Richards giving him a little grief, saying, hey, you got to beat the QB. But we'll take the interception no matter what. Here's a stretch play out here to Ortiz. Nothing doing, didn't get much on a 1st and 20. And the Renegade faithful, they're wanting to see a flag here for some late unnecessary hits going on after the whistle. No flag.
Yeah, Austin Kramer, free safety for Golden West, getting a little extra after the whistle. You know, you would think, being that they called 2 personal fouls on us early, we would get one back eventually. Trips left, shotgun set for the Renegades.
Just underway here in the 3rd quarter, but it's been an active one so far. Fumbles, goal line hits, interception already in the first 2 minutes of the 3rd quarter. Ortiz flares out to the right side. Medina wants to throw long. He does. He has a man, but he overthrows him. Had a guy beat. Had a guy beat, and that was Elijah Ortiz had run past Ford, and we're able to see Medina's strong arm. He hurled that thing about 50 yards.
Great pressure on the play by Jalen Harrington, the 6'3", 280-pound freshman out of St. John Bosco, Reno, Nevada. Shotgun double set for the Renegades in 3rd and about 17.
Medina has Martin back there with him, goes to Martin. Martin looks to cut back up, can't do it. He gets swallowed up at the 44-yard line. So some active defense over there by the Rustlers. And nothing doing there.
Well, we talk about our defense always doing a great job after sudden change and penalties. Heck of a job by Golden West because we definitely had the momentum. Nonetheless, the best punter in the world, Carson Olivas, on the field.
Olivas stands on his own 30. The deep man for the Rustlers, the dangerous Atencio, the receiver.
Oh, great punt.
Big punt. Probably will take a nice bounce, and it does. Can they get it? Can they get it? Can they get it? Oh, the effort to keep that in the field of play. Almost. They almost got that at the 1 by Steven Figures. A perfect punt by Carson Olivas.
In the face of pressure.
Almost had it blocked, and that was a perfect punt. Took a fantastic BC bounce right up to the goal line. They almost got it, but they didn't. 1st and 10 for the Rustlers. Hope you're enjoying all of this on Bakersfield.com. News Talk 1180 KERN. I'm Vance Palm, joined by Kenny Calvin and our director-producer, Diana, along with Christian on camera. Great to have all of you here. We're in beautiful Huntington Beach, and it is a gorgeous afternoon, about 20 to 4 here. The wind still coming off the ocean at a nice clip. Not a cloud in the sky. There is nothing up there but blue.
Trips open set, motion to doubles.
Kalbacher still in.
And they go with that power play again. They found something off that right side.
And Solario in for the hit, as well as LJ Early, but a gain of 7 yards.
Yeah, and they're going shotgun and running basically a classic power play out of the pistol formation. 7 yards on the 1st down. Opens up the playbook for Golden West offense. 10:22 remaining to play, 6-6 tie, Trips open set.
Second and short, Kalbacher. Nothing doing, hands the ball off to the left side. The Renegades all over it. Kalbacher, they've just found out, as they can see, not very nifty with his feet. So he's either going to hand that thing off or he's going to be throwing, and that was a run play all the way, and they lose 2 yards. 3rd and 5, and there is one of the big fellas down for the Rustlers, but he hops up, and that's Jacob Beckler, 6'3", 305.
Yeah, and that gives me a chance to talk about some of these Renegade defensive linemen.
Go for it, Kenny.
Number 64, Holden Williams, freshman, 6'3", 280 out of Taft, has been doing a great job not being moved. We've already seen the big plays in the backfield by Ricky Ling-Wai, but just an overall great effort by that defensive line unit. I talked to who was that? Coach O'Brien last week, and he just raves over these guys.
Third and 5, Kalbacher throws. It is broken up out there. Now, that's a fantastic play by Abdul Richards. He went in there, did it with his lead arm. That's a big, big-time play. And even Kenny Collins stoked.
You know what? I put a lot of pressure on my DBs. It's the way I talk. It's the way I play. It's the way I coach. But it's great to see that guy make a play to be able to get on the other side of the confidence level because they've been going after him tonight. Or today, I should say.
I should say also that Ricky Ling-Wai was a big force in that whole series. Just a great job by Ricky Ling-Wai getting in there, putting some serious pressure on that quarterback. And special hello to Mark Thompson. Hi, Mark.
Great job by the defense trying to hold some of those guys up as the punt takes a Renegade roll. And shout out to Stephen Marks.
Stephen Marks was holding. Stephen Marks, number 27 for the Renegades, was over one-on-one here on the punt team, right in front of Greg Kerr, and he was kind of holding down one of the wrestlers on the ground. And I think we heard from that wrestler's mother right now. I think the mom of that wrestler was letting everybody know she didn't dig that. That even got a big laugh out of Greg Kerr. I'm going to ask Greg about that one. Get off my boy. That was funny, man. That was funny.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, you finish the play. If your job is to block that guy, you got to do it right into the grass, right into the turf. Okay, Renegades.
Keeper.
Medina on a keeper, cuts back up against the grain, gets a gain of about 4. I like it. I like the idea. Get things set up with the legs of Josh Medina.
Shout out to Coach McGill. Doing a great job getting the secondary to amplify their intensity in the second half. I like the way they've been playing since they come out of the locker room.
Yeah, I was saying hi to Mark Thompson. His grandson is Bryce Underwood, number 33, and we were talking this week about the team and everything, and said to say hi, watches us, listens to us, but he's at the games also. Here's 2nd and 7. Moreno wants to go deep. This time he floats one out. A little bit better chance for Cam Roberson to do just that. They probably learned on that last one. Just float it up there. Let Cam do what he can do. There's a 42-yard bomb. First down, Bakersfield at the 24-yard line. Boy, that was beautiful. Cam comes back and Cam beat Cam.
Well, it's just a beautiful thing when you watch your guy go up and play it at the highest point. So often you see receivers trying to catch the ball basket style, highest point.
Quick decision here by the Renegades. Ortiz has to cut back out, then in, then out, then out, then in, then out. And up to the 11-yard line. Nice play by Elijah. And that time he just, look, I'm not getting in the end zone, but I'm going to make these guys work for me.
But how about the job by Shane Jones as a receiver blocking downfield, giving him that extra opportunity? Him and Chance Cooper. Oh, no, that wasn't Chance Cooper. That was number 84, Marcus Cornford, out there doing a great job blocking. Trips open set for Medina.
2nd and 4, Medina. There's activity and a flag on the field, and that gives me an opportunity to say hello to a group of Bakersfield High School Driller volleyball players on the way back from the Clovis North tournament. The Drillers with a huge win Thursday night, a 5-set win over Garces, setting the stage for an SWIL season that could be like none other. And there's a lot of buzz, a lot of talk about the SWIL, and congratulations to those Drillers. They're on the way home tonight. Hi, girls. 2nd and long. Medina throws it in the end zone. Shane Jones. Oh, man. Jones, number 6 for the Renegades, was fighting with Jacos Ford, number 6. So 6 on 6 as far as jersey numbers. And incomplete. Jones tried to shove him out of the way and make the pass, the catch, but the former Driller couldn't come down with it. Now it's 3rd and 9.
Well, I've gave the Zebras a bit of a tough go at it tonight, but that was a great no call by the official as both the DB and Jones hand fought. Brings up 3rd and 9.
7.5 remains here in Third quarter. Elijah Ortiz on the left hip of Medina. Medina takes the snap, nice protection, rolls to his left, sees some real estate, fires it, and it's through the hands of Zach Hartsfield, and the tight end went right through his finger, and it would have been a first down. And now you hear the applause and clapping of the Golden West crowd. That was a sure first down.
Well, one of the frustrating things, I always talk about third and fourth receivers as you come in for your opportunity. You finally get coach dialing your number up, great route, and you don't finish the play by squeezing the ball. Huge drop.
Well, the Renegades are going to try to take the lead with 7:26 left in the third, and it's Nathan DeJager, the Bakersfield Christian High School Eagle, and a hard count, flags everywhere. It's up, it's through, the field goal.
Offsides. Where's the flag?
Well, where's the flag's on the 20-yard line.
Okay.
It came out. So now it's going to be fourth and, instead of 4th and 9, 4th and 4. It was encroachment by Golden West, but we didn't see a flag fly. The officials that were underneath the goalpost.
Jacossi Ford.
All right, moves it up. Now it's a 34-yarder for DeJager. The holder, Moran. Perfect hold, and it's up, and it is through, and that's good. Field goal good. 9-6, the Renegades. 3 field goals. They lead by 3. Hope you're enjoying all of this on Bakersfield.com and News Talk 1180 KERN. Back right after this.
It's Three-Way Chevrolet's first all-GM benefit car show. Saturday, October 6th, 8:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. on the lot at 4501 Weibel Road. All registration fees will benefit the Alliance Against Family Violence and Sexual Assault. Trophies awarded at 3 p.m. for Best Custom Paint, Best Build, and Best in Show. Music, prizes, and barbecue for sale to benefit the Centennial High School football program. Visit Three-Way Chevrolet or our Facebook page for more details and registration. Selection, savings, service, and family fun at Three-Way Chevrolet, your hometown dealership. It's Three-Way Chevrolet's first all...
Running your business is hard work, but with the right tools and guidance, we can make it easier. At Rabobank, we deliver smart banking and lending solutions for local businesses, and we're always ready to roll up our sleeves and work for you. We're Rabobank. Let's talk.
9-6, Renegades up by a field goal. That's what they've had, 3 field goals today. Golden West scored a touchdown, but had an unsuccessful PAT, so that's the score, 9-6. 7:23 remains here in the third quarter. The Renegades will kick off after their field goal. It's up high in the wind, and it's taken at the 3-yard line by Maxwell. Maxwell runs into his own guy and gets up to about the 20-yard line, so they'll take over 1st and 10 from the 20. Once again, we want to thank Luigi's Restaurant and Italian Delicatessen. Thank you, Luigi's. You've been with us for a long, long time, and we appreciate everything that you do for our community and your close association with Bakersfield College athletics and football. Thank you so much, Luigi's. Appreciate everything you do for us and our good friends at Hodell's. Every time I start doing the live drops for Luigi's and Hodell's, it's like, man, let's go. Let's get there. I'm ready to go to lunch tomorrow after church at Hodell's. Thank you, Hodell's. You are also a name that's interwoven with Bakersfield College athletics, and we see
got an equipment issue.
One of the Renegades rolling off here, and that's Zen, the Independence Falcon, something with the helmet, so he's going to get it fixed real quick.
Double shotgun set, and we have a quarterback change.
Espinoza back in. Had a great second quarter, let him down all the way across the field. Now here is Espinoza comes in, and he takes a big hit from James Thomas, so Thomas lowers the boom, but Espinoza, all he did is come in the second quarter and connect on about 6 straight passes and a couple of good runs and brought him within striking distance, but that Renegade defense dug in deep.
Well, we're sitting right behind his parents. He's definitely doing a great job representing for
Is
them.
that why you've been saying all these nice things about Espinoza the whole time? Because his mom and dad are right here? Kenny, you're the best. He's done a great job.
Trips open, shotgun set. Now they motion the doubles. 2nd and 8.
Espinoza has one back with him, and that's put in there to block. Rolls to the right, rolls out of the pocket, fires, and it's caught.
Oh, it just picked up! Oh!
Well, neither one. It was dropped out of the hands of Jeremiah Wright, and then it popped out of Wright and over to Richards, and it caught Richards by surprise for a second. Had he collected it, he'd be gone.
Well, Jeremiah Wright did a great job turning into the defender after the drop.
So incomplete, brings up 3rd and 9. Espinoza put it on the money, but it popped out of the hands of Richards. So a couple of drops here by receivers on both sides. And a lot of oohs and ahs, but incomplete. 3rd and 8. Espinoza, one back there with him, and that's Roper.
He's bringing pressure.
They look for a little screen, but Espinoza makes a lot out of it. Oh,
my
what
goodness.
a move. And Espinoza picks up the first down.
Wow. Espinoza just broke. Whose ankles were?
That was Matthew Esparza.
Oh, my goodness. Well, it goes back to what I said in the first half. You know, when you come up to break down, you have to continue to speed the feet to keep your feet alive, because if you stop your feet, you're basically a dead man, and that's what happened as Espinoza scrambles for the first down to convert on 3rd.
He was in big trouble early, got out of it, was trying to buy some yardage, and ended up putting fantastic move on the Renegades and picks up the first down. It's 1st and 10.
High snap.
Now Espinoza's on the run, and he's going to get out of bounds quickly. He's got everybody on him. And that was just a direct horizontal, let me get out of here run.
Yeah, high snap. They do a little squirrel motion out of the running back, sending them to the slot or to the H-back, and then try to get them back in for a read option look. Definitely one of those timing plays that the snap can throw off, but great job by the defense keeping containment. Renegades appear to be in that nickel cover right now with a single high safety. Playing a lot of man-to-man.
5.5 and counting. For those of you just getting to your radios, your phones, your computers, listening device, great to have you with us. I'm Vance Palm with Kenny Calvin on a 2nd and 14. Espinoza in trouble again. This time a massive hit. Huge hit, and he was leveled out there by Ruben Cruz, the Ridgeview Wolfpack, with a big hit. But as we continue to see with Espinoza, he just pops up.
You know, he kind of reminds you of Doug Flutie, being shorter in stature, but trying to keep plays alive. But eventually that's going to catch up with you playing against a defensive line like Bakersfield College.
Went to Corona Del Mar High School. He's from Newport Coast. And he got out of trouble the first time, but this time he took a big hit.
Yeah, 3rd and about 10, what do we say, 18?
Well, the play clock's below 6 here, and I don't know if they'll get it off. They're down to 3. I don't know if Espinoza even knows. I don't know if he knows that it's the play, and they don't get it off, or do they call a timeout very quickly? So the coaching staff wants to have a quick word, and we'll take a break as well. 9-6, Renegades up by 3 with 4:29 to go in the 3rd quarter. Back right after this.
From the growers and winemakers to the tasting room staff, sales teams, and business owners, wine is an iconic image of California. At Rabobank, we know that viticulture and enology are an important part of the Golden State's business climate. They're industries in which growing businesses require a financial partner who understands the unique challenges they face every day. As one of the world's largest lenders to the wine industry, Rabobank provides local expertise, access to a global financial network, exclusive research, and educational resources. We're committed to nurturing and investing in California's wine network. We are Rabobank, driven to do more for the people and communities we serve.
Welcome back. 4:29 remaining to play in the 3rd quarter. Renegades leading. Hughes 3rd down. They're going middle screen, and that's smelled out by the Renegades right away.
And again, Ruben Cruz, 2 big plays on that series. Cruz with a big hit on Espinoza and then quick coverage out in the flat area. So now all of a sudden, it's a 4th and long, and the Rustlers will put this ball in the air off the foot.
Great job by the defense. Bowing up, installing that drive. We got my cuddy Cam Roberson, son of state champion Robert Roberson of Foothill.
See what Cam can do. Oh, fumbled.
Oh.
Cam calls quickly for fair catch, and it's caught at the 32-yard line. Hey, that is no joke catching that football in the wind, and Cam just said quickly. That ball left the foot, and he said, nope, fair catch, fair catch, fair catch. So it'll be 1st and 10 Renegades. 3:38 remaining here in this 3rd quarter. They lead 9-6. Pleasure to have everybody with you. I'm Vance Palm with Kenny Calvin. Diana's our director-producer. We've got Christian on camera. Thank you to Sandy Taylor for the halftime interview, and also to Brandon Urie. Next Saturday we'll be at home, and we'll be hosting Orange Coast College, 6 p.m. And then we're off for a week, the bye week. A couple of road games that are going to be crucial, Ventura and Long Beach, 2 road games.
Oh, can't wait to play in Ventura. Read option to Ortiz, and he gets a great block.
Elijah Ortiz, 8 yards the hard way with a couple of rustlers on him, and one of them he lowered the boom on, and he's still down. So Elijah Ortiz, oof.
I'll tell you what, Jeremiah Thomas blocking 10 yards down the field, and the guy that you see on the field hurt was the guy that he just pancaked. Way to finish off a block by Jeremiah Thomas and this offensive line of the Renegades.
Kenny, last night, the Drillers, BHS, you and I called that game with our good friend Kirk Boyer, and by the way, you hear the applause, the Rustlers off the field, and I don't want to lament too much about it. It was a tough loss for the Drillers. Just didn't seem to get things rolling on offense, but league starts next week, and we expect big things from BHS. I bring that up only because you and I were standing next to each other last night for about 3 hours.
I had a great time. Got to work with my little brother for the first time. That was great.
You need to dress up for the games, dude. You need to look better. I mean, Ashanti, I wear a suit and tie to these games. Kenny shows up in shorts and a T-shirt. I'm being sarcastic, everybody. Kirk Boyer and I look like we just got off the 18th green, and Kenny was ready to go prime time Fox. Here we go. Elijah looking to get outside. Can he? No, he can't. He gets wrestled down and trying to make some moves that just weren't there.
Well, he broke 6 tackles on the way to a 1-yard run. Got to do a better job getting hats on guys.
KC, look at this, 3rd and 1, a quick 3rd down.
Left trips will be the formation.
16 on the play clock, and whistles blow here.
Third and 1, ball on the 41.
3 seconds, 2 seconds on the play clock. Does it go off? It does. Shane Jones, the Wildcat, wants to throw, fires a beauty downfield. Is it caught? Oh! Shane Jones from the Wildcat found Josh Medina, the quarterback, down the sidelines. That was a beautiful play call, and it was so well executed just outside the fingertips of Medina, and that would have been a fantastic Wildcat Shane Jones touchdown pass to Medina. Ooh.
Oh, great throw on the line by Shane Jones, but one of the things that happened on that play is that Medina's not used to having to run routes, and he's looking for the football a bit too early instead of running out the route.
Wow, that had everybody gasping. The BHS superstar Jones almost dropped a dime, and Carson's beautiful punt. Nobody's getting that one. It was a low one on purpose, and the frustration from Kenny Calvin is that we had a touchdown. It was a TD. It was a Wildcat formation. Jones took the ball, stops. He's a lefty, so he had to stop and turn his body, and he flung it a good 45 yards.
That looked
almost a
amazing.
TD, baby.
Was that on the line or what, Vance?
It was on the line. With this wind, it's going to be nearly impossible to have a perfect spiral. We saw Medina's pass the first quarter, took off, and for 20 yards it was a tight spiral, and then the wind gets it and starts to turn into one of those.
Trips open shotgun pistol set for Golden West.
Kalbacher back in, quarterback change again. How about the fumble here? Ooh, almost.
Oh, almost, Vance.
Almost. They came from behind. LJ Early makes the tackle from behind, almost popped the ball out.
And I like that. You know, we always say tackle the ball. We were trained as a defense to know that when the ball is placed down on the ground after the official gives it to the center, it's ours.
Right.
So go get it.
We talked about this last night, you and I and Kirk, about, you know, the challenges for NFL players now to make clean hits. And what is a clean hit? And we heard Von Miller, we heard Khalil Mack say, look, ball, 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 ball. Go for the ball. And here's a handoff. Will they get it this time? No, it's a nice, strong run, a big run up there by Swain. And Dante Swain picks up a big first down. And Kenny and I are nestled right amongst the core group of family and fans of the Rustlers. So you're going to hear a lot of cowbells and happiness when anything is done well by the Rustlers. The BC crowd on the other side, couple of hundred people, big travel squad for travel fans for the Renegades. Maybe the last play of the third quarter, we'll see. It's ticking down that way. 1st and 10 to run play.
And they go Reed
They go
again.
Swain again, and Swain, hard, strong run, about 9 yards, big run. And some late activity coming in, bodies flying all over the place. And the wind is west to east. The field is north to south, so it's not really a directional change, if you will, when the quarter makes the break. But that's going to do it for the third quarter. 9-6, Bakersfield College Renegades up by 3 over the Golden West College Rustlers. You're watching this on Bakersfield.com and our radio partner, News Talk 1180 KERN. Glad you're with us as well. Back with the fourth quarter.
Renegade fans, be sure to catch your 2018 Renegade football team as they take to the field this season. Don't miss any of the action as El Camino, Santa Monica, Orange Coast, East LA, and Moore Park will all visit Memorial Stadium to square off against your Renegades. Season tickets range from $25 to $60 and can be purchased by visiting Valitix.com or calling 1-888-825-5484. Go Gades!
While your financial life may start out with a Rocky Raccoon account, as you grow, we'll be with you every step of the way. From your first car and everyone thereafter, to investing in your family's future, to buying that special house you'll call home. Current Schools. Together, we have something special.
Think about winter with the leaves and pumpkins laying about, but it won't be fall forever. So swing by the fall tire sale at Les Schwab.
By
throughout
three field goals by the Renegades. They've been there in the neighborhood, knocking on the door a bunch of times. It's not as if they haven't been close. A couple of them are first and goals. But for a myriad of reasons, they haven't been able to punch it in. But they lead by 3, 9-6. Golden West scored a touchdown early in this football game. Failed PAT, and it's a 3-point difference. So as we get into the fourth quarter, it's a 2nd and 2. And Bo Kalbacher is back at QB again. They've been rotating between he and Espinoza. Each of them have been effective in their own way. And the officials want to have a quick chat about something before we start.
Yeah, and you got the Golden West coach out past the numbers. You got a sideline warning on this side earlier. Let's keep it consistent.
Beautiful campus, nestled in the business district of Huntington Beach on the east, the beach on the west. Kalbacher wants to throw. He's in trouble, though. He goes down hard. Big hit, wrapped up by 5 Renegades. The offensive line just standing around them. They were going to try to go deep, but 2 Renegades smothering up. Harrington, one of them, and Richards, the other. They tried to go deep, and the Renegades saying nothing doing there. Big loss, 5-6 yard loss, going to make it 3rd and 7. That's a big play. And the big push up there made by Holden Williams out of Taft. He's having a great season, and he'll come off right now for a quick breather. And he's getting some love from the coaching staff.
Huge third down, Vance. Trips open, shotgun set.
3rd and 7. Kalbacher looks left the entire time, but then throws across the middle. Was it caught? And it was. Oh, goodness. He threw it behind the receiver to Atencio. Atencio had to look back as he was diving.
Well, I'll tell you what Kalbacher did that time. He did a great job looking the safety off.
Yeah, he did.
And coming back middle.
That was a catch for those of you on radio that he was diving and falling to his left on his left shoulder, had to reach back to his right up on his right hip and grab it 1 foot beyond the first down marker, and he got it. So 1st and 10. 48-yard line looking to get to midfield. It's a run play. Oh, the Renegades had it at first, but not now. Uh-oh. Valdez makes a move at the 8-yard line, still on his feet. Valdez gets to the 2-yard line. What a run. Tavon Valdez. And we thought we had him on the edge for a second, and then he was gone.
Yeah, great job getting outside. Being that it was the opposite side of the field, we're not sure what happened with the defensive end, keeping containment. But once he got outside, nobody there. Great job by Harrington. Just giving some effort to try to keep him out of the end zone. Now it's going to be an opportunity for the Renegades to see if we can bow up, backs against the wall, and keep him out of the end zone. Coach Chudy wants to talk about it.
Timeout. We'll take a short one here. We will be back, though. right now the Rustlers first and goal from the 2, and they trail 9-6 to the Renegades.
Renegade fans, be sure to catch your 2018 Renegade football team as they take to the field this season. Don't miss any of the action as El Camino, Santa Monica, Orange Coast, East LA, and Moore Park will all visit Memorial Stadium to square off against your Renegades. Season tickets range from $25 to $60 and can be purchased by visiting Valitix.com or calling 1-888-825-5484. Go Gades!
It's hard to think about winter with the leaves and pumpkins laying about, but it won't be fall forever. So swing by the fall tire sale at Les Schwab through October 31st. The sale may be seasonal, but our service is here forever. Les Schwab Tires. Doing the right thing matters. It's hard to think about.
Our director, producer, Diana, giving me the look. Giving me that look. You're on, Vance. First and goal for the Rustlers of Golden West. This crowd getting into it.
I formation. No disguise about what they're doing.
And VJ Malo might lead it. They do. It's a quick pitch, and they give it to one of their big guys, and Wolf Retzlaff from Truckee, California, Truckee High School. That's up by Lake Donner, and just outside of Tahoe. We haven't seen him all night, but the young man from the Lake Donner area, Donner Lake, Wolf Retzlaff, takes it in with BJ Malo.
Huge PAT, Vance.
Score 12-9. And now Kenny Fisher for the PAT. It's up, and it is good. 13-9. A 4-point lead for Golden West over Bakersfield College. So 2 touchdowns by the Rustlers and 3 field goals by the Renegades is what you have. 22 total points scored. And there's 12:54 remaining here in the fourth quarter. And now it gets to be mathematically very improbable that would be any type of an overtime with a 4-point swing here. So Renegades now going to have to dig deep. Cam Roberson and Elijah Ortiz deep. Bryce Underwood, Bakersfield High driller, a freshman, stands at the 20, while Cam and Elijah back at the goal line. This wind now starting to have a bit more of a south push to it, so almost like a southwest wind coming. This will affect the kick. It's long. Roberson looks at it and will take it in the end zone on a knee. 1st and 10 Renegades. KC?
Yeah, I was hoping to get an opportunity for a return, but great, or kick on the kickoff. It's going to be a great test for the Renegade offense. We've done some great things, getting guys open, just a hair off on some throws, make some connections, move some chains, get some money. Let's go. Look like we're in a twin set.
Medina has Ortiz on his right hip. Handoff to Ortiz. Big contact early and a rarity. Ortiz stopped where he was hit. Most of the time it's contact and then 3 or 4 yards for Elijah. That time it was a dead stop hit, a big hit by, oh, now I'm going to call him every 2 minutes, Wolf Retzlaff. The linebacker that scored the TD lowers the boom on Ortiz.
Yeah, they got guys going both ways as well. Double tight formation for Medina.
Medina launches one downfield. Cam Roberson, nice big high arc on it. Tried to give Cam a chance to get under it, but you know this wind is funky, Kenny. I mean, he throws that thing up there, and it's a nice tight spiral, but you know it's going to take it places, and it just kind of pushed Cam. It pushed itself beyond Cam, and as fast as Cam is. 3rd and 10.
Yeah, we're going to get a substitution for Roberson, going with Holland on 3rd down. Cam looking a little gassed after that long, skinny post. It's going to be 3rd and 10. Be interesting to see what we do out of the double shotgun set. Golden West in the 40 even front. 2 deep safety look as we motion the trips.
Medina steps up and out of the pocket, might run it, could run it, running for a 1st down. He's gonna have to take a hit if he gets it, and does he get it? Oh, wow.
Yes.
I'll tell you what, Carlos Crawford from the Rustlers side stopped running, and Medina took that for 1 extra yard and got the first down. I think when they see that on film, the coaching staff for Golden West is going to say, hey, what are you doing? You stopped, and the one place that you couldn't stop is where he got the first down.
Yeah, questionable effort, but I like it. Twins left set for Medina.
Medina rolls to his right, takes his time now. He might run it again. This time they do try to put a hit on him, and the tough Josh Medina gets 4 yards. And what I do like is his patience. And I think he got tripped up a little there. Josh is a little banged up, and
Josh is tough, though.
I don't know.
Oh, now he's sitting down.
He is going down. And Josh Medina, it was not a high hit. It was just something they just got him. I think it's a lower extremity. He was down for a second, then he got up, and then he went down again. This is one tough customer.
Uh-oh.
And so now all of a sudden we have
Jacob Irby, 6'4", 198-pound freshman from Concord, North Carolina, coming in to take the snap. Now, are these his first Renegade career snaps?
This is it.
New quarterback from Bakersfield, Jacob Irby. Ball be spotted at the
Irby, 6'4",
40-yard line.
200-pounder out of North Carolina on a 2nd and 7. We'll let you know about Medina. Irby takes his snap, drops back, flings one down the far side, and should be a flag. Everybody wants it, and the official can't get it out of his pocket.
Thank you.
I think the Golden West crowd thinks it's late. It wasn't late. He just couldn't find it. He was reaching, and Irby's first throw is about a 55-yard long spiral, but it's going to be pass interference on Golden West. And I have to apologize, everybody. Our vision is blocked on a certain part of the field, so I couldn't make the call just yet. A little bit of a delay on our part, so we make sure we get it right. But it is defensive pass interference. First down Renegades, but
Well, I think it's a great call by Coach Dean, catching the defense off balance, thinking that we're just going to come in and run it with the backup quarterback.
Irby stands at the 50-yard line. 1st and 10. Hard count. Nobody jumps, and they're still leaning hard. Irby drops back. They're going to come at him now. Irby fires one downfield, has a man open. That was Shane Jones. And this is going to be roughing the quarterback, a big hit. And David Aldapa out of Chino Hills with the late hit on the quarterback. And there were 2 flags. So offsetting penalty, holding on the Renegades, late hit on the quarterback by the Rustlers. So with 10:47 to go in the 4th quarter. 1st and 10 again. So Jacob Irby into the ball game for the Renegades here.
2 straight plays, 2 straight passes.
And as we mentioned, he stands 6'4". Obviously he has the height advantage. And he has Elijah Ortiz on his left hip. Says something to Elijah before the snap. He takes the snap, and they hand it to Ortiz. Ortiz followed pretty early in that one. They were all over him, and the tackle made out there by James Baldwin out of Pinehurst, North Carolina. 2nd and 9.
Yeah, it's going to be a different dimension out of that zone read option that we usually run. Haven't seen much of Irby. Don't know what he looks like as far as his mobility. Shotgun double set for the Renegades.
Ortiz now on the right hip of Irby. 2nd and 9. Ball's at the Rustlers' 44-yard line. Pass play, Irby flushed out, takes his time, takes a look, flings one far down the field. It's down towards the end zone and broken up at the 5-yard line, intended for Cam Roberson, and Cam almost came down with it. So Irby can certainly fling it. He was off his back foot on the run and threw it 55 yards.
Yeah, and that's where one of those throws where you want him to set his feet and put it on the line, because Roberson had 3 steps on the guy, but it's in the air so long, gives the defense a chance to make a play on the ball.
9:59 remaining here in the 4th quarter. Tension starting to mount. 13-9 lead for the Rustlers, and the quarterback change here late in the game for the Renegades. Certainly a bit more drama than they'd hoped for. Jacob Irby on a 3rd and 9. In motion right in front of him is Austin, and there is movement on the Renegades before the snap, so some of the Renegade linemen.
One of the things that we talked about last year, Vince, with the quarterback changes is the difference in cadence. Tough for the offensive linemen to actually be ready on the snap. False start.
So now the ball's back at the 50-yard line. 3rd and 14. Irby with Ortiz on his right hip. 2 receivers way down the far side. Shane Jones right here below us. They're coming at him hard. Look out. Irby has to step up in the pocket, and he flings it, and it is caught for a first down and a flag.
And roughing the passer at the end of the play.
They are really coming at Irby. Irby makes a beautiful play, steps up in the pocket,
foul. Roughing the passer.
Fires a bullet for the first down, and it's the 3rd time in a row they've come after Irby. Another late hit. Kenny Calvin's about to go down the field. He wants to talk to some guys in the green, but we'll take it. Roughing the passer call on top of the first down laser that Irby fires, and here come the Renegades. 1st and 10 from the Rustlers' 19-yard line. I better get up on the stands here so I can see.
Yeah, and I like it quiet to my left.
Irby has Ortiz on his right hip. 9.5 to go here in this 4th quarter. He looks back over for the call. 10 on the play clock. Ortiz out to the left side. Ortiz, he cuts up against the grain. Will it be a touchdown?
Let's see!
It is. Touchdown, Elijah Ortiz. Oh, flag on the play. Flag on the play. They're going to say holding way out on the left side, and I think that was an acting job by the Rustler. He threw his hands up.
And did that flag come out at the end of the run?
Holding call, but I'm here to tell you, and this is not a homer, I know exactly what happened. I saw it happen. One of the defenders threw his hands up as if he was being held, almost like a soccer player, like, hey, what's happening here? I'm being, it was really basically a fake hold.
Yeah, and we can't say too much to the white hat. He's already gave us a warning over here. I want to see Coach being tossed.
Oh, boy, that was not a good call. Not a correct call, I should say. Irby now drops back and takes a big hit, and he goes down. Big kid hops back up. So he was sacked by Jalen Harrington out of St. John Bosco High School, but Irby popped up like it was nothing. So it was 1st and 10 from the 19. Now all of a sudden it's 2nd and that's how many yards it is, man. I don't know.
We can't count that high.
2nd and
it's about 30.
Yep, 29. I was going to say, you got me. 2nd and 30, 29. 8.5. The public address announcer said 2nd and long, my man. Irby steps up, steps back out. Not bad, fleet-footed, fires one out here on the far side to Ortiz, and he bails him out and gets about 8 yards. So if you're a Renegade fan and you're watching this, you probably like what you see out of Jacob Irby, the big, strong right-hander, able to hang on in there and stay in the pocket long enough, and then he gets out of the pocket and tosses it out for a 7-yard gain.
Yeah, Irby, he's still getting warm out there.
Right.
3rd and a long 25. I think what we're doing right here is just trying to get back in the field goal range. 10 seconds left on the play clock. Trips open set. Offense trying to get organized.
5 seconds on the play clock. Irby has Ortiz on his right hip. Takes the snap, drops straight back. He's going to step up into the pocket, flings one. He has a man open in the end zone. Does he get it? Oh, just over the outstretched arms. That was another touchdown opportunity. James Holland tried to run under it and get it. So opportunity again for the Renegades, but they are stopped, and it'll be a 4th down punt situation. But I think the Renegade faithful looking down there saying, well, we certainly like what we see there. And
well,
we were told that he would not play, but he's a freshman quarterback out of Hutchinson Community College in Kansas. He redshirted last season and took all the snaps in the spring for the team. But he's with us now, and we were told he was not going to play today, but now he is obviously playing. Olivas, can he stop it? And he does. What a great punt by Carson Olivas to the 8-yard line. And he drops it in there like a Jordan Spieth pitching wedge. It just comes back and stops and spins.
Definitely tough seeing that touchdown being taken off the board.
In print, it says he will not play today against Golden West. He is in because Medina went down, so they went right to him. And with 7:25, can the first-time QB here for the Renegades pull off some dramatic magic? We'll find out. 7:25 remaining here in the fourth quarter, 13-9. Leading the Renegades are the Golden West College Rustlers. 4:20 here in the afternoon in SoCal.
Looking for a big play out of the defense with him pinned. Oh, and we get the high snap.
Kalbacher back in.
False start. Going to back him up even more.
For the Rustlers.
Oh, but that high snap right there. Oh, could have been a recipe for disaster for Golden West. Ball being placed inside the 5-yard line on the 4. It'll be first and 15.
So first and 15. Kalbacher will be standing in the end zone if he's in the shotgun.
The safety would be nice right here.
And he is. Huge opportunity for this Renegade defense. They start on the run, no dice. They wrap him up and throw him down. A great hit and a great finish by Devin Zinn.
Second down.
The Independence Falcon with the solo tackle.
And I think on the next dead ball, I may try to run down to the trainer's table and see if we can get an update on Medina.
No, you're not.
7:04 remaining to play in the fourth.
Diana, we looked at each other. No, you're not kidding. You're going to stay right here and call the game.
Oh, man.
Sorry, KC. Lashani, I'm sorry, babe. Talking to her like it's, oh, look at this. And it is, almost picked off. And out of the outstretched fingertips of Ratzloff, he couldn't come down with it. We almost picked it off. And now it brings up 3rd and 15. 6:47 to go. This is a golden opportunity for our Renegades right now to do something special on defense right here and get this ball back. Zach Hernandez.
Absolutely.
Centennial Golden Hawk.
Pick to the house would be a recipe for me.
Solario talking it up with his guys. Jalen Simpkins, linebackers, everybody prepped and ready to go. Alex Bolden in there. 3rd and 15. Huge play in the fourth quarter. Drop back to pass. Wants to go deep, steps
got
out.
Some pressure, and we got a
around,
flag out there
look
as well.
Out.
The ball's out. That ball is loose. Ball's loose.
The ball was knocked out of Kalbacher's hand, and
we needed that.
That ball was loose, but they say it's an incomplete pass. So, is there a penalty?
Yeah, that was a holding penalty. We're going to decline that.
The Renegades will decline the holding penalty, and now the Rustlers are going to have to punt the football out of their own end zone. Great job by the Renegade D, and listen to the Renegade faithful. We're on the opposite side of the stands. We're on the Rustler side, so that noise you're hearing there is the Renegade faithful. They're loving what they see, and now Cam Roberson, the Garces Memorial Ram, will be standing at the 44-yard line inside the 50, and
it looks like we may be coming after this one, VP.
Kenny Fisher, his heels about 3 feet away. Low snap, has to pick it up, and he gets it off, and the ball is taking a crazy bounce. Cam thought about it for a second, and it will be down at the 47-yard line. So Fisher does a great job of pulling a Manny Machado, just scoops it up on a one hop and boots it 57 yards if you count the end zone. That's a great job by that punter Fisher.
Great job.
It could have been a lot worse for Golden West. So now the Renegades will take over with 6:16 remaining in the fourth quarter. They trail 13-9, and now we see Jacob Irby come back out.
What a story this will be if he can get this W.
Wow.
Let's go, Jake. You on our side now, young man.
Ball's at the Rustlers' 45-yard line. Irby takes a snap. They stay on the ground with Elijah Ortiz gets to about the 42-yard line, about a 4-yard gain, and you're hearing the Rustler crowd clap it up. But I think the Renegades are fine with that nice 4-yard run as well.
Oh, yeah, 4 yards in the cloud of dust. You do that 3 times per series,
Yeah.
you're going to be okay.
Now where my eyeballs are glued is to the clock. 5:50 and counting here in the fourth. 18 on the play clock. The quarterback, Jacob Irby, a freshman, just got to Bakersfield, and he's dressed and playing.
Fresh off the plane.
They're going to come at him. He bootlegs to the left, fires. The ball was deflected and still caught. What a gun. That ball was tipped, a fingertip, and still makes it to Cam Roberson for a 13-yard gain. First down, Renegades. That was a laser shot.
Well, VP, you get off the airplane, you probably land at LAX down the street, you drive up to the beautiful stadium at Memorial Stadium. You don't think you're going to play, and now you're making plays. Great job, Irby.
5:12 and counting in the fourth quarter. Irby takes the snap, looks, wants to go to the far corner, does go to the far corner, airs it out, throws it out, and it is, picked off. What an incredible interception. What a play by Jacose Ford.
Yeah, and the one thing Irby did that you don't want to do, he kept the ball on the inside instead of throwing it to the outside shoulder of the receiver.
They're both from Concord, North Carolina.
Wow.
The quarterback and the DB, both from Concord, North Carolina. Jacob Irby.
I may have to do some investigating to make sure he wasn't trying to hook his buddy up.
Ford, Cox Mill High School. Irby, Concord High School. How unique is that, and how horrible it is for the Renegade fans, because we had just picked up a long first down and we had moved the sticks, and it's exactly 5 minutes on the clock now. And the Rustlers are going to try to grind this clock down, stay on the ground with it. And Valdez picked up some positive yards there, about 5 positive yards.
Yeah, and he's hurt too.
Clock continues to tick. 13-9 is the score. The Rustlers up by 4 over BC.
Yeah, we got to get stops right here. No other way to put it. Defense has been playing great
That'll bring up second down.
for the most part, but it's about character now.
2nd and 7. Kalbacher, still the QB. And hands the ball off to Roper, and this is the 5'6", 165 young man, and the Renegades are all over that.
If I can get a message down there to somebody on the defense to tell these guys to secure the tackle and strip the football. These guys are trying to fight for extra yards. You got to take advantage of that.
Well, you had mentioned after the most recent Golden West touchdown the importance of that PAT, and it sure was. It makes it a 4-point game, so the Renegades have to get in the end zone. But they need to get the football back. 8 on the play clock, 3:43 in the game clock.
Trips open set for Golden West.
Kalbacher looking to throw, puts it in the air. Oh, goodness.
Nothing.
Goodness,
Nothing.
that was a dangerous
Nothing.
pass. It's incomplete.
Nothing. He
And
got the parents over here begging. Good defense. Punt team.
the Rustler crowd not digging it. They think for sure it's pass
Punt team.
interference. And Kenny letting everybody know on our broadcast, no dice. And now, with 3:34 left in the fourth quarter, the Rustlers will have to punt again. Cam Roberson now stands at his 43-yard line. Emotions high, tensions high, drama high.
Well, hey, VP, how many favors do the parents want? We just gave them a touchdown back. You can't keep giving favors. 4th and 7.
High snap, past the punter, into the end zone. High snap, can he pick it back up? Can he do something with it? He does.
Oh, my goodness.
Unbelievable. And he boots it to Cam Roberson. Roberson at the 45. Now Roberson looking to do something. Takes a couple of hits and gets to the 44-yard line. For those of you on radio, you're not going to believe it. A high snap over the head of Kenny Fisher.
Wow.
The first thing he did is he swatted at it. If he didn't, it would have been out of the end zone. He swats at it, deflects it, keeps it from going out of the end zone, runs back 20 yards, picks it up, and boots a 50-yarder. Oh my gosh. Roberson does well to get to the 44-yard line, but that was a disaster averting play as you're going to see at any level of football. Wow. First and foremost, he goes up and deflects it and keeps him from going out of the end zone. Now 1st and 10 Renegades at the 45-yard line. They need to get the end zone to win this football game. Irby takes that snap. Nice protection, fires one, and it's just too high. Too high, too high. Overthrows the intended receiver of Marcus Cornford. So
and I think this is an area of the field, Vince. We got 3 minutes left. We're on our own side of the 50 where we can mix in a little bit of running pass.
A little screenplay right here.
Absolutely.
Let those D-line in and just dump it off to
because they're bringing a lot of pressure right now.
Let them slip in there and just dump it off, and with a little screenplay to
trips open set, Vance.
2nd and 10. Ball's at the 45 of Golden West. Irby. They give it to Ortiz. Ortiz, took a big hit. He almost got out of bounds, but then they took a big hit.
We got to get up and get ready.
Clock's
still
ticking.
moving.
Clock goes below 3 minutes. A loss of.
No, it's not a loss. It's about 2 or 3 yard gain.
He got to the line of scrimmage and then a little bit more before he got popped, and they ran him back. So
it'll be a 3rd and 7. It's 2 down territory. We're not worried about downs right now.
Obviously, the crowd doesn't like the spot, but that's where he was hit up at the 43-yard line. So now it's 3rd and 9. This is 2 down territory for sure. Can they pick up the first down to start with? 2:39 in counting. Irby takes the snap, takes a look, steps up into the pocket. Irby flushed out of the pocket.
Get it off, Irby.
He's going to get hit, and he does. He gets collected hard at the 45-yard line, gets hit hard, and the clock continues to tick. He did not get out of bounds either.
We got 2 minutes left. This is the game. Oh, it looks like we're going to punt. We got 2 timeouts.
The clock continues to tick. So the clock's gonna go below the 2-minute mark unless Carson runs for a first down. No, he punts it, and it's a beauty. He angles it for the corner, and it gets knocked down at the 2-yard line. So again, Carson Olivas, no wonder he's the number 2 punter in the nation.
Well, hey,
and probably gonna be number 1 here soon.
It goes to show why I'm on the sideline doing broadcast.
No, I mean, you're going to talk about an obvious thing here. It's 4th and whatever. We think we're in 2-down territory, but now that Carson pins it back on the 2-yard line, but now it's all about utilizing the 2 timeouts we have left. 1:45 remains here in the 4th quarter. I'll say ball game. You're not supposed to, but with the point differential, I don't know what the probability of going OT could ever be when it's 13-9.
Yeah,
so,
and we got to get stops. Can't give up a first down. Defense has played well, and they did the job last time. Let's see if we can get penetration. The safety would be great right now.
Kalbacher stands in his end zone. It's a run play, and can they drag him down at the goal line? They do. Ooh, boy, you almost got it, Kenny. You almost got the safety.
And that's when, as commentators, sometimes we have wishful thinking. We want to see things different. But coaches know what they're doing. Great job when you got the best punter in the league, pins them inside the 5.
Right.
And defense blowing up, trying to get us the ball back.
So a timeout on the field. Ball's at the 1. That was almost a safety. They got him from behind, almost drug him into the end zone. So timeout on the field. 13-9 is the score. 1:39 left in the 4th quarter.
Well, I know one thing. I miss Jeremiah Johnson out there tonight, our free safety, seeing him standing on the sideline in a regular shirt. But the secondary's played pretty well for the most part.
We'll see Josh Medina. He's up. He's right in front of us. He's holding his left hammy right there, and it's all wrapped up and taped up. So that seems to be the designated area of his concern. And he's talking to Elijah Ortiz down here right below us. And here we go, 1:39. The timeout is over. And you just hear the PA announcer set the stage for the local live audience, 13-9.
And these parents to the left are back hyped up. And they got a good reason to be after that.
Kalbacher has one back there with him. He's behind center, takes a snap right behind the center, and they get nothing out of it. And the Renegades will call their second timeout.
Final timeout.
And the last one. So
Bakersfield with the timeout.
Great job by the defense so far doing what they're supposed to do. Third and about 12, 1:34 remaining to play. Realistically, with them running the play, we're going to see about 35 to 40 seconds run off of that thing, and it'll put us in a position to get the ball back with at least 30 seconds. Hopefully we go for a block punt or set up return. We'll see.
that's the voice of my partner, Kenny Calvin. Proud driller, proud renegade, and my partner here. And
VP, I was talking about some things I learned new about you last week. It made me feel so good finding out that you were Defensive Player of the Year, man.
For the Roadrunners?
For the Roadrunners,
my
man.
My junior year.
So two things that we got in common, or another thing that we got in common.
My man, we have a lot in common.
Yes. Two of the 2,000 things.
What we have in common right now, KC, is we're looking for a big stop on 3rd and 13. The ball's at the 1 yard line, 134, and Kalbacher is right behind center. They keep it on the ground again, and they just want to do whatever they can do, and it's almost another safety. Oh, goodness, that gets close to the 1 inch line, but now the clock cannot be stopped. It is 4th and 13. They will have to punt the football, but that every second that ticks off now is just a drop of stress on the foreheads of everybody here.
Well, VP, I got to say, great job by the coaching staff not listening to us. Punting the football with the best punter in the business, and the defense does its job, putting us in the opportunity to have the most dangerous man in our locker room with the ball in his hands.
Cam Roberson at the 40-yard line. That's inside the 50, so he's 40 yards from pay dirt. And they switch out a ton of guys, and a timeout is going to be taken by Golden West. So they take it down to the very end, and so they will punt with 46.8 seconds. We will stay here. I want to remind everybody that next Saturday it's going to be a beautiful evening, September 29th up at Memorial Stadium. Orange Coast College coming in. It'll be one of these nights right here, like 74 degrees with the breeze blowing.
And it is not homecoming. I was mistaken.
Homecoming is going to be October 27th. You're only off by a month, Kenny. Don't sweat it. But it's going to be the fireworks show. Young lady, you're going to come up top to the Dameron deck. You are? Very good. Hope to see you there. Fireworks over Memorial Stadium is about as beautiful as it gets. That'll be also the evening that we honor the 30th anniversary of the 1988 National Championship team. And that's October 27th. But we have a home game next week. Get up there and check out these Renegades.
It'd be interesting to see how we play this from a defensive perspective based on the fact that they had the snap over the head from the long snapper last time. Usually when you have shaky snapping, you're going to come after it, but you don't want to come after it and rough the kicker.
Well, the Rustler football squad, the family and fans are all thinking the same thing.
I'll tell you what, Cam Roberson, if anybody can have a walk-off return to the house, it's him.
Okay, here we go. 49 seconds remain in the fourth quarter. The Renegades trail by 4, but Cam Roberson now standing at the 35-yard line. He has 35 yards to pay dirt. And Fisher, who had trouble last snap, you know he's feeling it. This place is quiet as the Masters. And he's going to get a safety. He's going to get a safety. And that was by design. I think that was by design.
But now we can win with a field goal, Vance.
Right. I think the decision was made by Golden West that we're going to give them 2 and see what they can do with it. So now all of a sudden it's 13-11. So we can win it with a field goal, but we got to get there in place.
That's the key. Now it puts us in a position to win the game with a kick. We get a great return.
Yeah.
We got 44 seconds to play.
I wasn't surprised at it.
Very interesting.
I wasn't surprised at it. I'm surprised he took a couple steps. I thought he was just going to catch it and go down on a knee and just get it done with, but he actually moved for a second or two and then went down. But, with 44.6 seconds left, the Renegades are going to have to get, I would say, probably to the 30-yard line, 35-yard line for DeJager to be able to pop that through and win this thing. So now it's a 13-11 score.
Expect a squib kick, something low line drive because you don't want to kick it in the air to one of the most dangerous men in the business. If you watched any film on Cameron Roberson last year, you know he returned 3 kicks to the house, 2 punts, 1 kickoff return. And now these parents to my left that have been so hype all night are starting to quiet down.
All right, so Kenny, you have Cam Roberson back there with Elijah Ortiz at the 15-yard line. You have Bryce Underwood at the 35-yard line. You have Marcus Cornford at the 45-yard line right next to, or across the field from Zach Hartsfield. So they have a huge open gauntlet of space for this ball to go. Either way, it's an important kickoff. Here it goes, and it's long, and it's going to be taken by Roberson at the 10-yard line. Cam surveys the football field, looking for some space. Roberson cuts right up the middle of the football field, delivers a blow to the 43-yard line, and yes, you hear the Rustler crowd clapping, but I think they're clapping just because Roberson didn't take it all the way back. The Renegade faithful, they're happy that it's at the 45-yard line. So here we go. 37 seconds left in this wacky football game. We've seen everything in this game, and now it gets down to a quarterback that was not even supposed to play. He's been in Kern County about less than a week.
Well, hey.
Jacob Irby, welcome to Renegade football.
What better way to start your career than with a walk-off touchdown?
Or just getting them in place for a field goal, Kenny. The Renegades have no timeouts, though. They have no timeouts. Listen to this crowd. It's turned into a festive atmosphere here in Huntington Beach. Irby doesn't have a lot of time to work with. Fires it out. Looked out. It's connected and caught out there. But he's not going to get out of bounds. And it's Chance Cooper, so they've got to hurry up. And it was a long pass, but only 2 yards moving forward. So now the Renegades are going to have to move very, very quickly. Time rolling off the clock. And Irby now going to have to take this snap quickly. Does he get it? And he does. Everybody stands still. They're coming after him. He rolls out to the left. Irby in trouble. He's got to get rid of it. Throws it, but it's lost, and it's a fumble. A flag on the play.
Roughing the passer?
The white hat throws the flag, and another flag, and that's going to be on a Renegade after the play. That's going to be unsportsmanlike conduct on a Renegade. So 4.1 seconds left. They put big-time pressure on Irby. He scrambled to the left, scrambled to the right. Then they got him. As he was going down, he tried to get rid of it. I don't know if – and then the ball was loose, and it was recovered by – so it's an intentional grounding. The 10-second runoff means the game is over. So the Rustlers of Golden West – come on up here, Kenny. The Rustlers of Golden West pull off a big win here, 13-11. The Renegades come down here and had a ton of opportunities, but look at this. This is a big win for Golden West. They are high-fiving and hopping around, and they're starting to get their season put together for the Renegades. That's a tough one. Tough loss there. We will take a quick break. When we come back, we will wrap things up, and we'll set the stage for next week. But the Golden West Rustlers pull off a 13-11 win over the Renegades. We'll be back on Bakersfield.com and News Talk 1180 KERN.
It's hard to think about winter with the leaves and pumpkins laying about, but it won't be fall forever. So swing by the fall tire sale at Les Schwab through October 31st. The sale may be seasonal, but our service is here forever. Les Schwab Tires. Doing the right thing matters.
Your financial life may start out with a Rocky Raccoon account. As you grow, we'll be with you every step of the way. From your first car and everyone thereafter, to investing in your family's future, to buying that special house you'll call home. Kern Schools. Together, we have something special.
Renegade fans, be sure to catch your 2018 Renegade football team as they take to the field this season. Don't miss any of the action as El Camino, Santa Monica, Orange Coast, East LA, and Moore Park will all visit Memorial Stadium to square off against your Renegades. Season tickets range from $25 to $60 and can be purchased by visiting Validtix.com or calling 1-888-825-5484. Go Gades!
For years, Kern Schools Federal Credit Union has been the local choice to meet your financial needs. And just because we're local, you can still take us wherever your travels or life may be. That's right. From online and digital banking to mobile check deposit, Kern Schools is always a tap away. And did you know banking at Kern Schools gives you access to over 30,000 ATMs nationwide? More than any big national bank can offer. Download the Co-op ATM Locator app to find an ATM near you. See, we're local, but we're local everywhere. Kern Schools. Together, we have something special.
W.A. Thompson Distributing proudly supports Bakersfield College athletics. W.A. Thompson has been delivering quality beverage products to Kern County businesses for over 60 years. With great beer comes great responsibility. Please enjoy our products responsibly and always remember, 21 means 21. W.A. Thompson Distributing salutes BC football. Thanks for following the Renegades on the radio, and go Gates!
It's Three-Way Chevrolet's first all-GM benefit car show. Saturday, October 6th, 8:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. on the lot at 4501 Weibel Road. All registration fees will benefit the Alliance Against Family Violence and Sexual Assault. Trophies awarded at 3 p.m. for Best Custom Paint, Best Build, and Best in Show. Music, prizes, and barbecue for sale to benefit the Centennial High School football program. Visit Three-Way Chevrolet or our Facebook page for more details and registration. Selection, savings, service, and family fun at Three-Way Chevrolet, your hometown dealers.
Welcome back, everybody. Vance Palm alongside Kenny Calvin. Bakersfield College Renegades lose a tough one on the road. 3 field goals and a safety to give them 11, and the Rustlers hang in there and win a nice home game, 13-11, as we see the Rustlers joining together in midfield. And that's one happy football team. Let's bring on my partner, Kenny Calvin, for a little post-game analysis.
Well, VP, one thing for certain, I can finally stop wearing my tie every week since the winning streak is over.
Yeah.
You know, but more than anything, empty opportunities in the red zone. Well, I won't say empty. Getting those field goals when we're first and
my man, we're in
goal
first
inside
and goal,
the 5.
First and goal like 5 times.
You know, it kind of reminds us of what happened week 1. You know, but I will say I've asked for them to run the football inside the red zone. They've done that. Unfortunately for us, Golden West has a great defensive line. They did a great job controlling the running game inside the red zone. And overall, tough position to put a brand new backup quarterback. I can imagine he only knew probably 5 plays, and then in a hurry-up situation, you need your quarterback to be the coach on the field. And in that position, we just don't have that, and that's why we end up having him, you know, take a sack. You know, no playing experience. But welcome to the Renegades, young man. He did show some promise. I saw some good things out of Irby.
And that's why they brought him here.
Yes.
So Jacob Irby, the quarterback, got put in.
Yeah, we got Eddie Jackson joined us in the
hey buddy,
in the booth today. We're doing post game, but shout out to my man Fast Eddie J, out here watching his nephew on the other side of the field. But you know, Eddie, you know, if you had one summary for tonight's game from the Renegades, you know, what could we have done better from the fans' perspective and former player?
Well, towards the end there, we could have just played a little harder on D, and offensively, we could have created something offensively, but you know, hey, had to go off to the visit the team we had to play against. I mean, you know, I wish we could have pulled this one out, but
yeah,
you know.
Well, you'll be celebrating with them a little bit. Don't celebrate too hard, man, over there with your nephew in the Golden West uniform. But Eddie J, it's great to see you, man. Thanks for coming up to the booth. But Vance, I definitely just got to reiterate how tough a position it was for Irby to be in. You know, you get off a plane, you're here 4 days, and then you're asked to step in. But it just goes to show how important Medina is to this football team, because we're a whole different football team with him off the field.
Some missed opportunities. Great defensive play as always for the Renegades, but there's some gaps. There's some opportunities for growth for these Renegades, and it's going to have to happen soon. We're on the road against Ventura and Long Beach back-to-back in the middle of our league schedule. We'll be home next week. Orange Coast Community College up at Memorial Stadium. Hope to see everybody there. It's going to be a great one for Diana, for Christian, for Kenny, for our athletic director Sandy, and Brandon Urie. Thank you, EJ. Appreciate your comments right there at the end. I hope you guys have a great last night of summer. This is it. If you haven't celebrated summer yet, it's your last night. Autumn tomorrow. Have a great night. Have a wonderful weekend. Good night and God bless.